That's insane.
Fuck that shit.
Crazy.
Like it's like I ain't mad at him for asking, but also that's crazy. Because we gotta ask for what we want, you know what I mean?
So
but
think
that's
Chocolate Sunday's giving him that every
crazy.
Sunday when
Hell no.
Exactly.
Absolutely not.
Welcome to Hollywood.
That's crazy.
That's all I can say. Welcome to Hollywood.
And I'd rather somebody say I don't want to do it than try to
I'd rather that too.
First of all, we know the game. He was trying to price you like I don't feel like doing it. Well then don't. Just say no. Don't give me some astronomical price.
I look at all the
shit.
But I get it because
everything's a negotiation anyway. He just threw that out there.
He threw it out there.
You come back with a different price. You could be like, I got 200. He'll be like,
yeah.
Okay.
But I get it. I've done it when I don't want to do a show and people are like, how much you charge? I say an insane amount because worst case, they'll pay that insane amount and then I'll do a show that I didn't want to do for great money. Or they'll be like, you're out my budget. I'm like, oh, cool, because I didn't want to do that shit anyway.
Exactly.
But this guy, he wants to do every show. So that's just to throw out and then it's a negotiation.
Right.
Don't get offended.
No, I'm not.
I would.
He just said, nah, I ain't good. I'm
good. Once Chris Spencer posts, I bet you he'll post it then.
Yeah, of course.
You ride every dick that. Are we recording?
Yeah, we like.
And that's why we ain't saying no names.
That's why we ain't saying names.
Oh, okay.
We keeping it very.
Yeah.
I mean, we know how this shit works. Like you said, if it's somebody big enough, they'll do shit, and then everybody else they be trying to. You know what I mean? Because, I don't. Whatever.
Hey, Boo hit me with a good joke. No, it wasn't even Boo. It wasn't easy. He said. Difficult E, and I was like, that was
hilarious.
That was a good
difficult E,
difficult
easy E,
difficult
instead of easy. I was like, okay, because my head, I was like, that was a good one. And I wanted to shout him out for that.
Difficult E that's funny. That's funny. Hey, we back with another episode of Daddy Issues.
Bam! A gunshot.
Way better than DC.
Laser.
Sneed is filling in. Chris Sneed,
What's
one
up,
of the
Sneed?
favorites, filling in for DC
It's
today.
been a while.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Yeah,
We missed you, man.
Oh, I miss y'all, man.
How you doing?
I'm great.
I'm in my Kanye mode, almost.
Whoa.
We missed you. I said almost. I can say we missed you.
Which mode?
yeah. Which
How
which
much
one?
did you miss
No,
him?
not
You
till-
miss him like a cousin?
Not till 14 years old. But
You miss him like a
Don't miss
cousin?
him like a cousin.
You know the cousin's dick? Is that how much you miss him?
not like that. But
Hey, cuz.
no yay.
Yeah,
That's the new one. No
Say
yay.
yay.
I think
No
I'm the
yay.
first one to say
Oh,
no yay.
I think so.
Yeah, no yay.
Coin it, Craig.
Man, I miss y'all too. What y'all been up to, man?
Fuck all that, man. Tell the people about the special.
Look, we
Tell
gonna
them
jump-
now.
we jumping right
Tell
in.
them now.
I'm
You
excited.
gotta understand,
to it.
people, come back and so get all the shit out early.
Yeah.
Tell
We're
them
gonna get this shit
now.
out right. We're
Yeah.
gonna tell them now. June 26th, I'm shooting my special
Come on.
titled I Need Urgent Care.
Let's go.
It's titled around me working at the hospital as a doctor.
Wait, hold on. Is this really coming out? When you
Yeah.
be saying the doctor stuff,
this is
I'll be
real.
like, hold
Dr.
on.
Sneed, man.
Dr. Sneed is in the building, and I'm here. You got to hear the story. So the show is June 26th at the
26th.
Regent Theater. The tickets are on Ticketmaster.
Get on there.
go.
And type in promo code healthcare.
Come on,
okay.
now.
And you get the save.
Wait, you doubling
Alright.
down? You really a doctor?
No,
This is
well,
hilarious.
You gotta, all that information will be on the show. You just gotta go to Ticketmaster.com, type in Chris Sneed, and put in promo code healthcare,
Healthcare.
and you get a discount.
Healthcare.
I need urgent care. You see the shirt. I got
need
the
urgent
scrubs
care.
too.
I love-
Everybody at
are you gonna do the show?
Can
in
I get some
scrubs?
scrubs?
I'm not gonna do any scrubs,
Oh,
but
okay.
I will. I got you
I'll
on the
pay
scrubs.
for them, but I want the scrubs.
I got you on the scrubs.
All right.
I got you on
I'll
the
give
scrubs.
you the money right after
I
this.
got you on the scrubs.
All right. I'm wearing
I
next.
have
Are
one.
you having the audience?
I have one scrub, but I'm gonna get some more.
Are you having the audience?
You
wear
got
scrubs?
one?
It was.
I
person-
jumped.
That's all right, but
okay.
I'm about to get it made. I just wanted to test it out. So Craig is.
Is it gonna have that on it?
It's right on the pocket. Here you go. I'll show you right now.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I'm,
you
I'm,
have-
I
this is
got
your
it next
merch.
week. I'm
I
gonna
got
wear
the
it next
merch.
week. Where can I get
Stand
it?
up and
though?
show the
merch.
merch. Stand up and show the merch.
I got.
Wait, get on the mic.
Get
Where
in
can
the
I
camera,
get
get
it?
in the
at?
camera.
Get in the camera.
There
Y'all
it
see
is.
it? I need urgent care. I have two types of these too. I
Yeah.
have the one with the emergency
Hold the
sign
mic
right here.
up. Yeah.
I got the emergency sign right here. You see that? The EKG. And then I got the I need urgent care right here. And on the scrubs, this whole thing is small. It's right on the pocket. On the
Okay.
scrubs.
Where can I get it though?
You get it from me.
you.
Would they be allowed to
For
wear that
them.
at work?
Yeah, you can wear that.
As long as the scrubs, you can wear it.
Scrubs, you can wear
They
that.
be wearing flowers and stuff on their scrubs. They
all
be
them,
doing it different.
They do.
All them. All the different types
What's
of
the
scrubs?
website I
Athletics?
get it on?
Go.itschrissneed.com.
Okay.
Go.itschrissneed. It's free
Let me take a
to
picture
sign
of that.
up.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Go
Oh,
down.
he take pictures with his glasses.
Picture of that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
post
yeah,
that
creep.
in.
Yes.
Creep glasses.
I
Creep,
can't
there are,
just be.
because at any time you can just
Click,
I like
click,
those.
click, click. Technical. What is it? Technical. I did a drinking show.
technology.
Oh,
Damn it!
you
Now you
still-
messing me
you
up.
still fucked up.
Technologically advanced. Was that almost?
Tech-
It's still a creep.
Okay.
Those
Technology.
glasses would be great in my
Why
my
are you
field.
adding syllables? That's why you fucking me up. It's just technology,
Because I
right?
drank.
No, you trying to
Yeah.
say technological.
They're almost
wait, see? What?
technologically
Now you're-
advanced.
Shit!
Technologically.
What is he trying to say now?
Technological.
Well, it's technologically advanced.
There it is.
Oh, that was-
what
that was
trying to
it.
say. It
That
was
was
no
it.
syllable.
There it is.
That's what it was.
Do it again.
No. They playing with me.
Craig,
I just did
here go the
Precious
scrubs
Paul's
right
show.
here. You see the scrubs? It's
Show
right
that
there in the
man.
pocket.
Show the
It's
people.
right there. I'm gonna show the people.
So where's
I'm gonna have it on
Chris's cam?
next week, so it's cool.
I don't know where the camera is. It's too many.
Is this camera on
It's gonna
me?
got you.
There it is. See the scrubs right there. It's
Come
right
on
there in
now.
that
Damn, I'm
pocket.
saying everything wrong. I said it's gonna got you.
Yeah, the whole facility will love you.
I
I
did
love it.
Precious
I love it,
Hall's
Chris.
show, and I'm still faded.
You did Precious Hall. What kind of show
It's
is
called Shot of Laughs,
it? Mm-hmm.
where, man, I was so there with everything, but after the second or third shot, I called Robin Harris Robin Williams.
That's a big difference.
But I
That's a huge.
see, but Boo he was right there with me. So I was like, Robin Harris. I mean, I said Robin Williams. He was like, it's Robin Harris. I was like,
What you taking shots of? Is it tequila?
I had terrible mana.
Terrible mana.
It's Terramana, but it
Oh, that's the
tastes
Rocks.
terrible.
That's the
Oh,
Rocks,
that's
right?
It's the
Do you get to
worst
choose
tequila.
what you want to drink?
They had 3 drinks.
Is it
It
worse
was
than
brown,
Kevin Hart's?
white, or tequila.
Okay,
I heard Kevin Hart's wasn't that great.
I've never tried it yet.
I've tried
I've
it.
I
had
forgot
it.
what it was called.
I was really drunk though.
Yeah,
It was
I
fine.
tried it. It was.
It's like a
okay.
third
Yeah.
like type drink, not the first one.
I don't know. That was a long night,
Oh.
so I don't.
Was that at
That is taping, yeah.
okay.
So I don't really know. I had a lot of stuff.
I'll tell you when a drink's bad. I was looking for Jose Cuervo. That's how bad Terramana was.
Jose Cuervo.
Oh,
is-
so
I
that's
was like,
I
let me
can't.
get the Jose Cuervo.
Is that also another
I
bottom?
hate
That's
that.
a bottom shelf one.
Yeah.
What's a good one? What's a good tequila?
You get a reposado of
That's what everybody
Don
ordering now.
Julio, or
Don-
you could go.
Do you do Casamigo?
I do Casamigos. That's what we call
Casamigos,
it. Yeah.
reposado?
But I don't like the after effects of Casamigos.
Yeah,
got
it
shit?
get you.
No, it don't hit till it hit.
Oh,
And when
then
it hit,
it's like, wait, what?
where
yeah,
am I?
yeah,
How'd I get here?
you be fucked up.
Yeah.
That's why I'm a slow
It's Kanye's cousin.
Slow
I'm a
drink.
slow burner.
Oh shit.
Dark.
What's up?
It don't matter. I
Kanye's
can mix. I can do all
cousin?
that.
That's how you
You
wake
turn
up.
to Kanye's cousin.
What you doing in my house?
Them niggas sleepovers are crazy, bro.
crazy, bro.
You always at your cousin's house.
They must have been crazy because it went till he was 14.
Man, that's
I gotta
long
hear
time.
I don't
After
even-
year
I don't even
one,
pay
I'd
him
be
no
like,
attention
hold
now.
on. I ain't going over cousin's house no more.
That's a long time.
That song,
man.
he was detailed.
I didn't hear the
I don't
song.
know.
I
though.
just read the thing
I
that
just
he
read
had.
it and I ignored it. Just like Kanye's the crazy
Amir,
guy on the
you
bus.
heard the song.
He
Yeah.
just does.
Did you hear the song yet, Amir?
It could be true, could not.
Wait,
I don't pay attention.
Kanye is
to him.
brilliant.
I just be like, all right. Bro.
Anytime
He
he
is brilliant.
speaks in today's time,
Mm-hmm.
it goes viral.
Mhm.
That's what
Mhm.
everybody's trying to do.
Right.
Whenever he speaks, he picks the right words to go viral. That's it. And it's always when he's about to sell something.
Yep.
Yeah.
It ain't never on a Tuesday when there ain't nothing following.
Mm-hmm.
Giving your cousin some head will go viral.
Mhm.
Yeah, the album didn't pick up like it was supposed to. So he wore the black was it the
Klansman.
black Klansman?
Wait, did he drop the album
Ah.
already?
Yeah, it dropped that day.
I didn't even know it dropped.
Oh,
Nobody does. But he had so much
only on YouTube?
Well, didn't the label drop him when everybody dropped him? So
Don't he got his own shit? He ain't got his own label?
I don't know, but you know what? If he flat tops that Klansman outfit, that shit look pretty hard, bro. I could scare a lot of white people walking down the street with that.
Just bring it down a little bit.
Just a little flat
Just
top
a little
on
flat
the top.
top. Yeah, yeah.
No, I don't need a flat top.
I wouldn't actually. The world is so stupid. I wouldn't be surprised if that shit went crazy and it was around and you saw black kids and
I'll tell you what. I'll
Black
tell you this right
Plains
now. There's
outfits.
one nigga in New York in the club with that outfit on.
Definitely.
Oh yeah, it's somebody. One nigga though.
One, only one. Yeah.
Definitely.
Somebody out there went and bought that outfit.
Definitely.
Craig, would you wear it?
If it had the flat top.
The flat top. You need the flat top.
Why do I believe
And I wouldn't
Craig?
go
No,
viral.
Craig will wear that
I wouldn't
shit.
even go viral. Like, look at this. It's leather. Feel how soft that is.
You got a leather
Leather
one?
on your head,
soft.
you'd be so hot.
Well, his outfit was leather.
You'd be
Was
hella
it?
hot.
Yeah.
Oh my
I'd be
god.
like, you feel that? That's
You'd be musty.
baby calf,
That's
nigga.
leather.
I got the Louis belt on.
Hey, you like Craig stink. Like, Craig
Yeah,
be
I
known
do
as
sweat.
Craig be known as Musty Wayans.
That's
funny.
Which one, Craig? The musty one? You know, it's a hell of y'all. They be like the musty one.
The musty
What
one
if-
leather?
You want to be known as the musty one.
Is
I
there
don't
already a
mind.
musty one? It's like, well, his name is taken.
Our African one. We got an African cousin.
Oh,
Yeah.
Our African
Shway.
one. Shway.
Sometimes he'd be like, he'd be making beats all the
Oh,
time.
shit, don't get Shway that tag, bro.
I'm lying.
Where that one at?
Shway, man. come on.
Sway did all the. Well, his name's Dwayne Wayans. That's my
Wait, I met him.
my oldest uncle. The first Wayans is Dwayne Wayans.
Yeah.
His son makes beats and does music, and he's done music for Wife and Kids, Wayans Brothers, and Papa's House.
He's mad cool. Quiet cat.
Quiet.
Yeah, I
keeps
was
to
like, I feel like I
himself,
met him.
Stank like a motherfucker.
Hilarious.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
Shway
Only
like,
on
I was
Tuesday.
minding my own business.
I was on my boom
Tuesday.
bap, boom bap.
I'm trying to think which one of y'all I see the most. I mean, outside of you.
Hey, my little brother went viral for being sexy.
He did.
What?
He did.
Lil
Greg.
G, yeah.
I didn't see it.
He was at the award show, and then he was sitting in the audience, and
He was sitting with me.
It was
Yeah.
like, which Waynes is this?
They skipped
For
past
real?
me and was like, "What Wayans is this?"
I didn't see
Damn,
that.
I gotta
How
get
many
back in the
brothers you
gym.
have?
I got 3 brothers. I got the twin. Well, all right, shit. My dad's side, I have 12 siblings, I think.
Oh boy.
So I know my brother over there and 2 sisters, but there's supposedly 9 others over there. But on my mom, we got 3. It's me, 4. Me, Gregory, Justin, and Jamel.
Gregory, the one that went viral.
Yeah, he went viral.
Okay.
I didn't know that. I didn't see it.
I haven't met the twins.
Yeah, he looked
I
like a
don't think I
little
have
skinny
either.
me with muscles.
Yep, that's kind of right. Less
Well,
facial
actually,
hair.
he looks like Keon.
He looks. I was about to say he looked like
He
Keenan.
looked like
He
Keon.
does look like Keenan,
I
dude.
haven't seen him.
No, we're not inbred.
Yeah, he looked like Keenan.
Y'all all look too much alike. It's crazy.
But your mom looked like Keenan though.
Yeah.
So
It's crazy.
It makes sense.
Damn.
and it's all right here.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Wayne's nose. It's
I didn't realize. I
It's
mean,
the
I know
eyes.
everybody
It's
say
these
it.
little things.
the beady eyes.
Yeah.
Beady eyes. Damn.
Everybody say that,
You could
you
have
know.
came with something sexy or something. He had a little beady
Y'all got some
eyes.
beady
Y'all got
eyes.
Some beady eyes.
I didn't realize how much Damon and Damon look alike until the episode of Papa's House where Damon was playing Damon, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
Oh
Like,
no,
it looked like him.
They put it side by side up one
I was
time.
like,
it was like half
"Jeez."
their face. I said, yo, that is crazy.
Exactly.
You don't
like-
realize how much people look like people until you see yourself or like them at your age or whatever. Like when people be like,
Yeah.
"Oh, your sons look just like you," I'll be like,
Well,
"Nah."
you and your siblings look alike.
I don't, but we
Yeah.
didn't start looking alike till we got older. Like as kids, we look different.
Different.
And
You
then
and
now
your-
when I see pictures, I'm like, nigga, this is the
Same
same face,
thing.
but like different shades and different structure. But like,
Do y'all
nigga,
look
we
like
look
your
alike.
mom or your dad?
So that's what's crazy. They both, their kid pictures look like my dad,
Mhm.
like identical. I look like my mom. But then like when we got
Yeah,
older,
you got some features of your
yeah.
dad.
But my like if you look at my kid pictures and my mom's and stuff, it's like them, and then theirs is like identical
I
to
never
my
met
dad's.
your mom, so I can't
Yeah,
even
so
I
it's
see,
say.
I
like-
see your dad more than you guys.
Yeah, so
than,
it's just like, and then
see-
now we
you
all
and your
kind of
wife
look alike.
look alike to me.
Now we do.
that's hilarious.
Yeah,
They
now we
do. It's
After-
crazy. The
it's like
nose
pets.
and everything.
She
After
did
a
it.
long
She
time,
put a
y'all
filter
started
on.
looking like-
She put a filter on of a dude, and she looked like me, like
Bro, that's
Like,
that's
it was. That's when I saw it because people were like, "Y'all look like." I was like, "I don't see." I don't see. She did this filter, and I was like, "Oh my god." That's
Well, it makes
just
sense
disgusting.
because I think you would have sex with yourself.
Keon,
I mean,
sure would.
I think we've all had
Yeah,
sex with
well-
ourselves.
no,
no.
If there was another Keon, you'd be like,
No, because that would
got-
be
I gotta fuck him.
that'd
I
be gay.
you would be gay for yourself,
No,
Keon.
I couldn't be gay. No, absolutely
whoa.
100%.
Keon, you would be
like,
straight gay for yourself.
not. No, absolutely not. But you know what? I always imagined if there
Keon
was
was like,
another
there's
me.
something about him.
My back in my wild days.
Something
he that
We
hung
would've
up on
been-
himself.
Wait,
No,
back-
Yes
that's
and no.
crazy.
Yes and
that's
no.
crazy.
That is, I don't believe Keon to smash himself.
Of
Keon
course
would
not.
smash himself.
They're just, you know.
I bet you
We gotta
Keon
run with
looks
the
in the
joke.
mirror.
Oh, okay, let's
Yeah,
go.
let's
Oh,
run with
yeah,
it.
How many
yeah.
times? How many
yeah,
times?
yeah. We got to run with the joke. Yeah.
Say it, Craig.
He spits on his
gotta run.
own stomach while jerking off.
See, we gotta run with it. We gotta run with it.
We gotta run with it.
Yeah, we gotta run with it. Fighting it makes no sense. I learned this in the group chat. You just let it go.
Okay, Tony and DC were here. I bet you Connie agree.
You just gotta let her. You gotta.
Connie was like, sometimes I'm not even in the room.
Now you're ganged up on. Now you know what I mean. So you just let it.
And I fought it for you.
You let it run out.
Keon, I was just saying you're sexy.
You know what I mean.
Pause.
You let it.
I was just saying
You let it run out.
Enjoy yourself.
But I've had several. Like if I had a twin growing up, nigga, we would have been running a fucking
twin brother.
Oh yeah, if I had a twin growing up,
hold
like
on, I got lost.
running through the hose, like crazy.
Right.
Nigga,
I was like, you
yeah.
right then. Chris. I thought you were saying you and your twin brother.
Like me and twin would have been like, oh,
no, I was like, I always
give up.
wanted.
No, you give up.
I sucked my twin's dick till I was 14 years old.
That is still the wildest statement ever.
I gotta hear the song.
No, mine's over here. I don't know who.
I didn't
this
hear
ain't
the
even
song.
open.
I just
Craig,
seen it
take that
typed in.
water.
Oh, I'm feeling it like that. You
No,
smell that?
we had extra one.
Thank
It was over here.
We had extra one.
Dang, Craig was fucked up last
Man, they got me.
You can't spell it.
Use I can. Craig
I
is
ain't
scared me
even
one time.
showered. I just hopped in the Uber and came.
I can smell it.
It was today?
I didn't want to spend the $10.
night. It was yesterday.
It was yesterday. All
He said
day
it was today?
yesterday.
They just shoot all day.
Yeah.
How many shots did you do? Is it a game show? You got to answer questions or something?
Yeah.
And you get it wrong, you get a shot?
I was so right the first two questions. After that,
Done.
I was like, man, and these niggas driving home. I got an Uber at least.
When I saw her posting it out, and I saw some of the contestants she had, I said, "You got people that don't need to be drinking. Like you need to give people that drink for fun, not."
No, these people drink every day.
They drink.
Yeah, these,
Hey,
got
I
some
did-
real-
they don't need to be doing
good up until then. I was over there talking to people, telling them, "Hey, we got to get our lives right and all this." But I always say, if you got something, I'll come through. And she was like, "Come through." I was like, "All right,
You support it,
let's
man.
get. We got to, man.
Gotta support it.
If we don't, who is?"
Yeah.
That's true.
Hey, what up, everybody? No matter what your plans are, one of the smartest ways to set yourself up for success is by building your credit. If you need to boost your credit fast, Kickoff can help. So Kickoff is essentially you paying off your credit. All credit is, if you don't know what credit is, all it is they want to see that you spend money and you pay it back. All right, and this app helps you do that. It helps you set an amount that you're going to spend on the app. You spend that, and essentially it's a debit that acts like a credit. So you just pay off your credit, and then it goes to the different credit bureaus and it shows that you've been paying off your credit. That helps build your credit. All right. Let's say, example, if your credit score is under 600, you could jump like 84 points with just on-time payments. That's all credit is, just paying your stuff on time. Start building credit immediately with your first month free with our special tax season promo. With AutoPay, you never have to worry about missing a payment. You can build credit in your sleep. Sign up in minutes from your phone. No credit check. Cancel any time. So you don't have to do a credit check, which hurts your credit. You don't have to do none of that. Just go ahead and sign up. Kickoff is the #1 credit building app out there too. So today, with our listeners, you can get your first month free with getkickoff.com/issues. That's kickoff with no C. So that's KIKOFF.com/issues, and you get your first month free. All right. Must sign up via getkickoff.com/issues to activate your offer. Offer applies to new customers. First month only. Individual results may vary. Subject to approval. Offer subject to change. Terms and conditions may apply. Kickoff credit service starts at $5 a month for 12 months. Average first year credit score impact of plus 84 points. Vantage score 3.0. Between January 2023 and January 2024 for Kickoff credit amount users who start with a credit score below 600, who pay on time, and who had no delinquencies or collections added to their credit profile during the period. Late payments may negatively impact your credit score.
That's why June 26th, 7 p.m.
Absolutely.
at the Regent Theater,
Well,
and we got
see
the
what I'm doing
Scrubs,
that night.
and
That's
Craig
where I'm
is getting
posting
Scrubs.
on
That's what
my,
I just checked.
on the
Where you been?
Come on,
25th
man.
in my scrubs.
For less than $1,500.
June 20th. A Thursday?
That's a Thursday.
Thursday night.
That's
Yes.
a Thursday.
Hey,
where
I'll
you-
be
where you
there.
running?
Make sure you
Where
hit
you
me
running
Wednesday
it?
to
I
remind
am.
me.
I'm going to get you
All
Wednesday, huh?
Where you running it?
Where am I
you
running
You got to
this?
run it before you do it.
Oh, I've been running it all the time.
you had like the
everywhere.
full hour?
Yeah, the
Oh,
full.
okay.
Yeah, I've been running it.
Sneak got multiple hours. Stop playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, what was your
I've
last
been running
special
this
call?
thing. My last special.
I won the lottery.
I never did a special.
I was
You
about to say, I
did,
didn't know you had one.
I've definitely seen you
You
have.
seen something? I don't know why they said special.
just
I
posted
freestyled
up,
that,
yeah.
and then there was, and no, that wasn't a special.
What was it?
I don't know what
taping?
it was. It was some type of. They just recorded it.
Let me ask you this: Did you invest in yourself on this one?
Yes.
I'm so proud of you, bro.
Yes, I
Yeah.
invested in myself.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Man, it
Thank
ain't no
you.
joke. It's a lot, man.
gonna pay
It's a
off.
lot of work, bro. It's
It
no
is.
joke.
It's gonna pay off though.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
we don't have a choice.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, correct. We don't have a choice.
We
don't have
need
a
to
choice.
invest in ourselves a lot more.
Yeah, we don't have
Sneak,
a
you're one of
choice.
the most funniest, underappreciated, underrated comedians I've ever seen. You're incredibly funny.
Until the special drops, and then we gotta pay this nigga $1,500.
I ain't coming you're a good
He's like,
dude,
more than that.
and you're always funny, bro. I've never seen you have a struggle set. I've always seen you be great. And then the only thing is just notoriety, right?
Yeah.
It's just one of those things about getting your name out there. But
Yeah.
I'm like, once that happens for you, bro, you'll have every single thing.
I mean, Keon was
You
just
got a
talking
built-in
about,
show already. Just where you worked at for so long. You
Yeah.
have everything lined up, dude.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, man.
Thank you. It's
You're
about
great,
getting
bro.
out there. Thank
Yeah,
you.
this is
I
just
appreciate
literally
that.
before y'all walked in.
We
this
just
was-
had
this.
this-
This the whole conversation we
Yeah.
were talking about because I'm
You told me
funding.
you was proud of him and all that.
Yeah, because I'm. He was like, "You're doing one too." I was like, "Yeah, mine's in Vegas."
I'm
in
proud of you,
May."
too.
Thank you, sir. And I was like,
After.
"Yeah, we're doing."
Keon,
it.
you're one of the most underrated, underappreciated dudes, man.
Keon
Every
ain't
time I see
underrated.
you, you're always funny.
Yeah, he ain't underrated. Huh?
Nah. They be getting text on my thing like, who that? I'd be like, man, this is my
Yeah.
fucking podcast too. Shit.
You know
Keon's
what?
out
I
there,
don't.
man.
I agree with you that I'm not. Just nobody knows who the fuck I am. I don't think because when you say underrated, that means people don't give you credit, right?
Right.
But I'm like, no, people who come see me live and my peers give me all the credit.
Mm-hmm.
Just enough people don't come see me. Just enough people don't know. So that's why, because I was thinking of titles and stuff, I was like, I wouldn't call myself underrated. I'm unknown.
Mm-hmm.
You're not
But I wouldn't
unknown.
say I was
I sit on
underrated.
the other side of the fence. So I hear names when they
Yeah.
drop at certain points and be like, oh, okay. They
Well-
got up to now I'm hearing the name on this side of the fence.
So, okay, Keenan just told me recently, Keenan Baker,
Uh-huh.
he went and got, representation and stuff like that. And he said when he went in, he was surprised at how many people was like, oh, I know who you are. And you run with so-and-so, I know, we know that. And so now we get to a point where we're like, oh, that's great. And then you're like, well, if y'all know who the fuck I am, why ain't none of you niggas reaching out? Why ain't nobody calling? Why ain't nobody?
Well, I could explain that. Nowadays, you got to come in with all your shit.
Mm-hmm.
The people you hire ain't really working for you.
Mm-hmm.
They just have this number. They need you to bring everything over
Mm-hmm.
from the script to the people in it to the executive producers. And then they're like, hey, I got all this ready for you.
Hey, Craig can't be
That is
more
Okay.
accurate.
It's not, they don't go search for talent no more.
They do
Now
not.
it's
You
like,
gotta have it together.
you got to have your shit all the
This
way
is
together.
the Tyler Perry
And from-
Issa Rae curse.
And, well, it's coming from crews like a lot of people are coming from. You build up to a certain point where you could deliver something now. Before you were going in like, what y'all got?
Mhm.
Now they're like, no, bring what you got and we'll put it on. But now you're at the point where you could create and develop it all the way through and walk in.
Mhm.
That's what they're looking for.
That
They're
is
not
true.
looking
You need
for
the
anybody that
package.
needs
Yep.
them.
If
They
you
just
don't
want
have
that
the
10%.
package,
So,
Yep.
so if you were giving advice, no, fuck it, I'm asking.
Yeah.
If so, I want to do, I don't know, anything, right?
Mhm.
You're saying I can go walk up to people
Mhm.
and they'll be like, all right.
Yeah. If you have a script and they like it or they don't, they just want to work.
Didn't know.
And you have a crew too. So you could be like, hey, Tony, you want to do this?
Mhm.
Keenan, you want to do this?
Mhm.
Sneed,
Yeah, I
you want
know
to do
that.
this?
Mhm.
And they'll be like, yeah. Why not?
This is crazy. You saying this like doubles down because we just did an episode of Wildly Inappropriate. We were talking about imposter syndrome, all these
Mhm.
things, and how we don't want to bother nobody.
Mhm.
And my boy was like, he gave a dope ass analogy. Y'all watch the full episode. I'll just give you this part of the analogy. He was like, I think we all right, let's use women as the example. Women be like, I'm tired of niggas hitting on me. Right. So we all have that. We all walk around, especially in Hollywood, LA, with like, I don't want to bother nobody because they're getting bothered all the time.
Right.
And he was like, so, women would be like, I'm tired of niggas hitting on me, but they're only tired of the niggas they don't want hitting on them.
Mhm.
The dude that, if you hit on them, they're like, yeah. So like with this Hollywood, what he was just saying, yeah, we don't want to be bothered by these unfunny and not talented, not ready, people yet. But
Right.
if you come to me, yeah, bro, let's work. And I never thought about that shit. I never thought that I was one of the people that people are willing to work with now, that want to work. I just thought I'd be bothering people. You know, we all walk around like that with like, I don't want to bother nobody.
But it's also it's also that you showed that you'll put the work in. You've had multiple shows out that you did on your own. Nobody came to you and said, "Hey, Keon, you want to try it?" You was like, "I got this show, I got this show, I got this show." It shows you know how to start something, complete it. Not that it's just going to be something that you come by, shoot, and then it never come out. Yeah, which happens a lot too.
Right, it's often.
And when it's different now because there's squads. So like when Afion called me and was like, "Yo, do my movie." He called me the day before. I was like, "All right, let's go."
Yeah, he called me the day before. I just couldn't do it, but I was like, "Yeah, I'm down."
And I was like, "Let's go." Anybody that calls me that's part of somebody that I actually communicate with and have as I call my peers, my friends.
Right.
I'm there. I don't even need the money. Let's go.
Right.
As long as another one of us get on.
That's another thing too. I had to get over. Like, you know what I mean? It's hard, because when he said that, no, that's
I've known people that have been geniuses on the stage that never got the shine in a movie. One of my favorite comedians, Daryl Heath.
I knew you were gonna say Daryl Heath because you talk about him so much.
Talk about Daryl Heath. That's one of my favorite. He could put any words into a picture and sell it, and it would be brilliant. And people weren't trying to hire him. Don't be a menace. We're like, we gotta have Daryl. We gotta have.
Why do you think people were trying to hire him?
Chris. These are the three pillars of LA. Those three were the pillars of LA that really were from LA and kept it going for LA.
Right.
Why do you think Daryl didn't get the due he deserved?
It's not he didn't get it. He's very spiritual. So some of the stuff he didn't want. And when people started approaching him with certain things, he didn't want that. And he just pushed back.
Got you.
Yeah, I just seen him on the Jamie Foxx show. I rewatched the
I
whole
just
thing.
went up to Poinsettia and shot some baskets with him.
Yeah.
But I can respect that. If your beliefs are your beliefs.
I hella respect
you're not
that.
even.
You always take it to a point. I'm surprised how many Jehovah's Witnesses are in this industry.
Yeah.
And very successful.
Right.
But still hold
your entire family is all of them.
Yeah.
Well,
that's every single 144,000 if you are waiting.
People don't know that Jacksons were Jehovah's Witness. They don't know that Prince was a Jehovah's Witness.
The Jacksons people know though.
They
Prince,
do, but they don't. They never
know.
publicize.
Yeah, they don't get mentioned enough. But you're 100% right.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't be like, "Yeah, I love God."
Right.
Yeah. Another thing you said though, when you was like, "It's not about the money," is another thing that I'm getting over. Like I'll like when I do my shows at Flappers, I hit people immediately with money out the gate. Like, hey, it only pays. They be like, "Nigga, I don't care. I'm doing this because I fuck with you. Like, I'm not doing this to get rich.
Thanks for the gas money."
Yeah, like,
but
I be really feeling
need
bad.
gas
Like,
money.
hey, I only can pay this much. It's not what we. Nigga, I don't care.
I spent $300 to Uber to Long Beach yesterday.
And so it's just all these things that I'm like,
I didn't get paid a dime.
just now realizing, you know what I'm saying? Like when
when
you built a network, when you built, people be like, because I've done it too. When people be like, I'm like, nigga, I don't care.
Right.
I'll come do it.
But people forget this has been a forever thing. It's always been happening, but people always think, "Oh, now you must have paid him a lot."
Yeah.
Right.
I think I just never,
Mm-hmm.
I never was in the space I'm in now, where I felt, like I said, imposter syndrome. I never felt I belonged in the stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like I always felt like I was a little behind, like trying to catch up to get to where everybody else was at.
Well, that's also because you have very famous friends.
Yeah.
You're never behind. As long as you're doing and getting it done.
And that could be it. Because I met y'all early.
And you're going to surpass.
Yeah, I met y'all early. Mm-hmm. So that could be, that probably is it.
Everybody thinks, oh, y'all just filmed a movie. They must have brought, as a Wayans, I'll tell you right now, we create damn near 100%. I'll say 95% of the projects we do. Yeah. And they're not looking for none of them.
Yeah.
We just get them done.
Right.
And if you look at our movies, we always bring in comics and people that we feel are on their uprise and they need this push.
Right.
But we also
So
are fans of theirs.
Right. When
no, not you.
Oh,
but
okay.
Chaz, we got a part for you.
Greg called me yesterday.
So when Scary Movie come out,
So
you
Chaz,
saying y'all might see me
Greg
in
called me
y'all might see me in the.
He said we need a chubby ghost. I said, boom. Move.
Perfect.
What you need to do?
Why was it boo? That's a
That's a weird ghost.
That's
Why did the ghost do that?
Oh, that's the ghost. That's the choice. I made a choice.
Oh, that's it. That's a
You know what? I'm
creative
elevated.
choice.
I smelled my own
I
liquor
appreciate you.
breath right now. I was like,
That's hilarious.
That taste.
You know what I learned about
Drinking.
shooting on these shows is I realized how many niggas need work and
Oh,
how
yeah.
many niggas just need to be seen working.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't even a huge thing to get cats who are very popular
Yeah.
to come and do some stuff because some cats aren't doing shit.
Mm-hmm.
And they appreciate a phone call
Mhm.
because a lot of them, especially when you find older people who are in this business, and this is always the kudos to the Waynes because they're just
there
like,
were older people in this
no,
business?
but you just did it yourself. A lot of people wait, right?
Yeah.
And this is what, jumped a lot of people's careers to be like Keon and start that. Is to
But
do
this
some
was
yourself.
also Eddie Murphy taking time out to go and do movies like Norbit, go and do the lower budget movies
Yeah.
while he was still a blockbuster star.
Yeah, Denzel does the same too.
Always got to give it to Eddie.
Yeah.
Pause. I had to say that.
Denzel always comes back now. I don't want to call it down, but he always does a lower budget movie that he has to direct or he has to star in. Antoine Fisher's.
That shit blew up.
What's the other one with the Great Debaters? He does a lot of those movies that are all black. The him one, Viola Davis, they just did
Fences.
He'll see him go do the big budget.
Well,
It's him
Fences
with-
makes sense though because he's a
Well,
theater guy.
it was
but
a
but in
huge
general,
one.
they'll pair him up with the white dude. I used that movie. It was Chris Pine, Ryan Reynolds, I think. Like pick up who's the dude? They did Two Guns together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wahlberg.
Pick a white dude.
Yeah.
Denzel, him and John Travolta. Pick a
Yeah.
white dude. He done these huge blockbusters with them, so he can go do those lower budget,
Yeah.
black movies and be able to direct those. And a lot of those he
it's
wanted to
very
direct and had to put
important
them
to
in
do
there.
those too.
Yeah.
It's very, very important.
Yeah, I
You
think
should, if you megastar, you should do some lower budget stuff.
Ethan
Yes,
Hawke.
because
just reach back.
you gotta make sure that you give light to the ones that's coming up.
Yeah.
Because they'll cut that light off and they won't be none after you. if
I
you
mean,
don't
Derek
make
Luke. He made
sure.
Derek Luke a
Yeah.
star. He
Yep.
made
Yeah.
Viola Davis a star.
Yeah.
It makes a huge difference when you're able to
Yeah.
put yourself in those. He's like, oh, look how talented Viola Davis is. Crazy. She's the first
Yeah.
one snotting on camera.
Right.
And now every bitch tried to snot on camera. Hold on.
It's hard.
I'm eating cheese all night for this role.
Yeah, I think people get to a certain level and you remember the beginning, and you do want to see. I think a common misconception is that everybody's a hater. That's not true. Like a lot of people want the main reason I want to be famous is so my niggas can be famous too. Like I want everybody to eat.
doesn't hold that mentality.
Yeah.
Though. There are some people that are
Yeah,
haters
absolutely.
and like, I'm gonna do every movie and I ain't putting none of y'all in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I just want the
Yeah.
power.
Give me all these scripts.
I just want the power to be like you and you. They're gonna do this, and you're gonna do that, and you know what I mean. Like I just want that power. It's not for me. I just want to be able to be like. I want to be able to. When I look at Kevin Hart in the Plaza, I'm like, that's the dream.
Yeah.
You go on tour and all your niggas come with you.
Well, as a
That's-
creator, you have that power.
Yeah.
But if you're just taking jobs, you don't have that
right,
power.
right.
You've set yourself as a creator. So now when you say, okay, I have a script, the people that may have been investing will be like, oh, I got a little bit for it. Let's get it.
Yeah.
And then you have talent that will work.
That's where I'm at now. Finding
where you
money
keep your
people.
budget low.
This is,
Yeah.
you know what's crazy, man? It's like the more you do, the more you run into like just,
I'll do it
just
for free,
levels.
Chaz.
I appreciate you, correct? I need to fund it though. But because you find the more
need
I
the
do,
production.
well, you know what, man? Like writing some of these movies opened up the world. I go like, oh, there's a lot of people who pay millions of dollars for lower budget movies, right?
Mhm.
Right, for terrible shit.
Yeah.
There's terrible movies that get made, right, for millions of dollars.
But that's why we got to look at these guys who invest in themselves.
Right.
And it doesn't take millions to shoot it. Now, it
No.
takes people having, they have to believe in you.
Right.
Yeah.
And instead of sitting at home with their cameras or
Right,
something,
right.
I'll come
Right.
shoot for 2 weeks.
Right.
Yeah.
And we have the creativity where we can say, all right, you know what? I'm going to write a movie that takes place in a room.
Yep.
Yeah.
One
Which
God,
is the hardest
yeah.
shit in the world. But
Yeah.
Shout out to my wife. Her movie that's just dropped, or that they're doing it in a festival or whatever. But the movie she just promoted, she shot that in our house, in our neighbor's house.
it
And
takes discipline.
She did it, got
Take
the
discipline.
funding, and she did that shit.
Yeah, Craig, it take this.
And a lot of favors were called in. You want to do a part? Yep, I'll come do it. No big deal. Because it's
I
you.
shot a pilot called The Receptionist. It's about this
Come on now.
This black guy working at a hospital.
Okay.
There it is.
You know, and working the only male in the OBGYN department. He thinks he's a doctor. He knows all the medical terms, but all he does is check them.
He hit the lotto.
And so
his name is this bleed.
He hit the lotto.
This bleed.
Did you shoot it?
I did.
Where's it at?
Oh, you'll see. You got to come to the special. You got to come.
Okay.
It's
When
different.
Okay.
June 26th, 7 p.m.
You know,
at
you
the
could
Regent
also
Theater.
shoot it to us before the special, and we can give notes if you have time to do any of that. You know,
I might be able to do that.
You know,
Yeah,
have
you guys
two
are some
producers
writers and
right here, right?
Craig is the
Like,
Craig
I
is the
have
guy to send it to. Craig
know-
did 100-something episodes of
Oh
shoot.
yeah, I got $1 billion box office.
I'm saying franchise.
No, Craig is the guy. Craig is the guy.
I'll take the Tito Jackson of the Wayans.
I go like, hey, I'll give you some notes.
And you know what I be forgetting? I forget to use some of my resources. As
See,
I'm
that's what I'm saying,
writing
bro.
this up, I'm like, these niggas is right here. All
You
I
just-
gotta do is
it's-
call. Hey, can
We
you
just
help
don't
me?
want to bother people. It's just a
We
natural
gonna
thing.
tell
to
you
I
just
know,
no,
not
but you
bother
can
people.
send it.
Nah, send it. Yeah, I'll get
We're
through
gonna
it.
tell you no, but
Yeah, it's a natural thing to not want to bother people.
I'm gonna go sneeze
I know
again.
it's crazy.
It's crazy.
All the resources, man.
Yeah, I said $1 billion in box office.
Yeah, you
guys.
did.
Yeah.
You
$1
you
billion.
did. For sure, you did.
I feel you, Sneed. I get it.
Yeah, bro.
I get it. It's hard to get out of that mindset. To like, I'll just do it myself, not bother nobody, and it's hard.
I know.
It's hella hard.
And
It's
stupid.
hard when you put your ego in it, it makes it hard. When you have no ego and you just ask, like I said, I'd be like, hell yeah.
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 Chaz would be like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I know I could ask Keon for a favor.
Yeah, I ain't tripping.
And it's fun, man. I'll be like, this shit is fun, dog. It's supposed to be
Yeah.
fun, bro.
I'm glad to
And
know. I'm gonna send y'all the
That's
script.
the best part about it is it is always.
It's
I know on the
fun.
weighing
Yeah,
set,
It's work.
Yeah, it's
on
hella
a
fun.
weighing set, it's always fun.
Yo.
Yeah.
And in your scene, you're not like when you work with your friend.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It makes
Oh, it's way better.
That's-
That's why I
it's
take my
easier
boys
to-
on
I
the road
know.
with me and
I
stuff.
know.
It's way better.
Stranger,
It's way
with,
better.
That's the
Wait.
whole idea. The whole reason I got into stand-up is because I wanted a fun job. That was the whole thing from the beginning. I was like, I don't want to work. My dad worked at the post office for 30 years. I hate it. And I was like, he would come home and be like, how's work? Work sucks. It's like, I
Yeah.
don't want to be here. I want to do some shit that's fun and there's nothing
Something
greater.
you love doing.
I
man.
get to
Something you love
work
doing.
early
Yeah.
just so we can laugh before we laugh.
yeah.
See?
And mind
Yeah.
you, it's a lot of
Yeah.
work and it's hard. And sometimes it sucks. Sometimes there's shit about any job that's gonna suck. Sometimes it's like, all right, but it's the best headache you're gonna deal with.
Well, it's frustrating, but you're getting your idea out,
Yeah.
and it's trying to collaborate with other people.
Yeah.
I know Chaz gets frustrated because he's running the room.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
he's
this is
like,
terrible.
I got to listen to all that. I have an idea of what I want it to be, but now I have to listen and see if there's something in what y'all are saying.
He
to
said
me.
it's the best headache
Right.
you're gonna deal with.
Nigga,
Dang.
something's gonna suck.
Yeah,
Anything
that's
you
that's
do.
how I feel about marriage.
In any field. It's true.
It's true.
I'm not
like,
married.
I'm not gonna,
Me
you know,
neither.
like this real shit though. Like I'm like, she is the best headache I'm gonna deal with. I'm not dealing with these other bitches.
It's gonna be
Yeah.
annoying.
I'm not doing this one's gonna get on my nerves, but I can.
Yeah.
I like this one. This
Right.
one of course we're gonna have our bullshit,
Mhm.
but your bullshit compared to the bullshit I see, I'll take this one.
I'll take this one.
I'll take this one.
You know
Nothing's
what?
gonna be perfect.
I noticed
Right.
that, but I'm like, damn. How many back do I go to the one that had the least amount of bullshit?
You got enough
deal
time now
with-
where you know.
Did you break that one?
Yeah.
It depends if you broke that one already.
You
Broke
you
them
know
off.
now.
Damn.
You would know by
When
now.
a chick is broken, it's like, well, I gotta go fix
Yeah.
myself
Gotta
so I
go-
don't keep
yeah.
breaking these chicks.
I gotta go do the
Because
work.
it's you.
I gotta
Is that
go
what
do
it
the
is?
work.
You're the problem.
Yeah. Now.
It's me.
Craig's
Yeah.
first time finding out he's a problem. He's a
Damn.
problem.
So you think Craig causes these women to be a certain way?
Yeah, well,
They don't accept my honesty.
here's the thing, though. You know,
See, and if someone out there will.
well, Craig comes with a certain lifestyle, okay, and women gonna find it exciting at first, you know. And from what Craig says, he got meat. You got meat. I said what Craig says, he got meat. You know what I mean?
said that.
So you gotta.
Okay.
How many times? has
And
Craig
Craig, but Craig's also acknowledged he's kind of toxic.
yeah,
I'm very toxic.
I'm
So-
Mr.
Stay at
Toxic,
home,
if
so
you
you
will.
come in my world.
It's
Oh,
you know.
okay. Well, then does he need
But-
a toxic
but-
woman?
but what
No,
happens?
that's
I'm
not
not
gonna work.
smashing mad chicks no more.
But what happens?
Okay.
What
I
happens
used
is
to.
that
I'm proud
women
of
like
that.
the
All
lifestyle.
y'all
They
were
like the
mine.
idea. They like the wins, right?
Uh-huh.
It comes with the thing. So they'll tolerate some shit because
I'm
there's-
handsome too. Say that.
and he's handsome,
Thank you.
and he's got
Gotta
meat.
say that.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, bro.
I used to have a
That's
six
a lot
pack.
of, that's a lot of meat.
And he used to have a
Yeah,
I
six
used to have a
pack,
six pack.
and underneath that six pack was
you're in
6
your
packs
40s
of
now.
meat. You
So
know what I'm
you
saying?
I'm close to 50, bro. I don't think marriage is in my future.
You was married already.
I'm gonna be like, hey, she got a friend. I'm be that dude forever. She got a friend. Sneed, where you
hard
going?
eyes.
She
Craig
got
is
a
fine.
friend.
I kind of like that lifestyle.
So then women they'll take a
Until it
little more
happens.
bullshit.
But he
bro.
has what again?
You got meat.
Okay, I'm done.
Craig meat.
Is that too many meat references?
So many mirrors.
Hey, y'all type in there. Who got my meat?
What?
All right, maybe not.
Craig's
That was
new,
too much.
Craig's new merch.
They're not gonna
Got
see that.
me.
Who got my meat?
I'm gonna put that on the
there's
scrub.
three. There's three.
Got
I'm
meat.
hilarious. Got meat.
Can I put that on your scrub next to I need
Yeah,
urgent
got
care?
meat.
Got
Yeah,
But
meat.
don't
so-
put your face next
No,
to it.
I can't.
I can't wear your face with got meat. That'll make it weird.
Got meat.
Honestly, I'm glad I'm like was already found mine before this shit. Because if let's say I came like I'm at where I'm now single, it's rap. I'm not.
Oh yeah,
It's
man.
there's not-
Keon,
I'm
You wouldn't
man.
get married, Keon. You wouldn't get married.
It's too late.
Hmm.
If I took advantage of everything that was offered to me, I couldn't.
If he pulled a Craig,
Yeah, I couldn't. Like I had to be where I'm at now to deal with this stuff. If that makes sense.
imagine
Yeah.
what Chaz would be doing
Like
right
if
now.
I was just out here, bro.
Oh man,
Wow, boy.
He'd be butthole out, just girls slurping.
My balls.
that's Craig.
Chaz is wild.
Stop touching my penis. Get
Butthole
back.
out.
Get back to the back.
Get back to the back.
Off the bat.
Bro, this sometimes
we went
your thing saves you. Sometimes having kids keeps me at a certain level of responsibility because I have to be responsible to them. I have to be responsible. Like if I was just me, nigga, I'd be all over the place.
Damn, having
Like,
kids didn't save me at all.
I would be all over. But I had my kids I had like
He had a family.
Oh,
You feel me?
yeah,
I didn't
that's
just have.
He
I
started
had,
with a family.
so I got to keep that together.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So even and not just women, just my decisions in general.
Yeah, I got baby mama.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And so like
different.
it keeps me
That's,
From the
that's a little
rip.
different.
whether
Right.
it's partying, whether it's work, whether it just keeps me at a certain level because I know the other side that I would be. I'd be this nigga, bro.
You'd be him.
I would
But
be
he
this
looks like
nigga.
how happy
But
he is.
I met this nigga.
He looks very happy.
On the
I've
inside,
been
he
calming
cried.
down. I don't go out
Yeah.
no more.
No, Craig.
I'm not.
This
wilding
version of
no
Craig is
more.
actually tame.
I'm
I
not
met
wilding.
when me and Craig met. We were both out there,
Yeah.
and then I went this way. But like this
We
is
were in
tame.
the club. He went this way. I went this way. Then we came back with all the.
Yeah, this is tame. Me. Nobody
earlier.
knows. Nobody who doesn't know me knows
That
an
side
old
of him.
version of me.
When he moved to LA, he's really straightened up.
Yeah,
I don't
nobody
know if his
knows.
dad threatened him.
Because I had to focus. I had to
You
lock in.
focused when you came out.
I had to
here.
lock in. I had to work. And that's the sports background. I know how to fucking lock in. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
He locked in. He
if
really
I had
did.
if it was just me, yeah, I'd be fucking.
Like I didn't get to
Every
see that
time.
side of Chaz. I don't think Chaz has that side. And
My thing was, I was always work over hoes. I was always work. I was always like, I don't go to clubs. I got work to do. I got scripts to write. I'm trying to make a whole career out of nothing.
it just fell in my lap. I just walked in. It was like, bam, let's go. Hey, it wasn't no work.
there was definitely times where I've been like, I've always chose work over women, and they've hated it. But I've always done that, and it's never even been close. Women have never stood a chance over the career. My
You've
wife
been like that since you was 18.
Yep, 100%. I was like, I'd never go out. People, we want to do this? Nope, I got shit to do. I've had whole relationships break up because my
See, that's the
work
thing. I
ethic.
didn't even have no relationships.
I was
Just be
always
that
working, so that wasn't the problem. I just needed some.
fun.
That sounded creepy enough. I wanted it to sound real creepy.
Dang, am I?
You had to fit. You had to fit in my
right on the
program.
show
You
at
had to
You
fit
seem
in my work
pretty.
here.
You seem pretty chill though.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now.
that's what I love.
Wait, I gotta
now.
call
because
some, I
everybody.
gotta call some people from the IE to see.
Yeah, now.
I got family out there.
Yeah.
I got. I never made the call.
How was
I'm
Sneed
from
20
L-
years ago?
20 years ago?
Yeah.
Man.
When you had your first child?
That's crazy.
At what age?
At 19.
Mm-hmm. Out here hoeing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was always in a relationship back to back to back to back to back.
See, that's the thing. I wasn't. I was just outside.
See, I look.
I was both.
The one thing about me,
Mhm.
I look. The way I carry myself. These women Every woman I've dated wanted to marry me. Like, I would marry you.
Yeah, I got that
I'm
too.
that guy.
Yeah.
But see, like Craig just keep it all the way 100.
No, I had long-term relationships where I was only with one person, but then when we'd have the breakup, I was heading them streets.
And you told him, this is what I'm doing. I'm not.
I didn't even talk to them. I don't talk to my exes.
None of them? You don't be like, hey.
I'd be feeling bad about that, but I'm like, I don't have an ex that... Actually, you know what? Me and my children's mothers now have became friends now that the kids are adults.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, nigga, where was you all this time? We could have been doing this very peacefully.
Right, from jump.
I guess it was me bringing random hoes
Man,
around
women
that made
be
you
mad,
like, I
bro.
couldn't mess with you.
Yeah, see, I was a hoe.
I be watching that it's that what's that therapist show they're having the couples on? This is one white lady. She's like, so how did that make you feel? And it'd be these couples, and then man, I love this shit. I be watching them fucking argue.
100% in your relationship.
Nah, it's
you
the
watching marital shows. By yourself.
It's on like
It's wild.
It's on
This
Showtime.
is a good guy right
No,
there.
it's a
He has
toxic
3
thing.
dudes like, hey, y'all watch that?
It's great. It's great, bro. When you see the levels of anger that these women have, and dudes be chilling. Dudes be like, but women be like, and I can't take this. And dudes be like, I mean, I don't know.
That's me.
Like,
it don't affect me.
it's every
like that.
dude.
I'm like,
I said
When
every
women
dude.
act like that?
yeah, I'm like, okay, now what?
You don't care.
I
You don't put
heard
this
you.
in there. You be
I
like,
heard you. I taken it in. I believe this.
they be mad, bro.
Yeah.
We there.
Yeah.
They be, I'm so fucking angry at them.
That's why y'all are married, and I'm out in these
streets, peacefully in these streets.
I'm on the streets, but I'm not out in the streets. I'm
I
just
got a
not
blanket.
married.
That's how much I'm out in these streets.
You got a
Damn,
blanket out
Craig,
here.
I
You
was
got a-
about
The
to-
streets
Man.
look actually more stressful.
It is.
I'll be like, ugh.
It is.
Even the shit I get now annoys me. And so I'm like, I could imagine if I was actually dealing with it. I'm like, get the fuck out of my face. Like I wouldn't be good in the streets. I'd be a bigger asshole.
I'm actually not in the streets, but I say I'm in the streets because, well, there's one weird person on here that keeps blowing up my relationship, and I'm like, it ain't even at that
I be
point
seeing
where
that.
what you say.
Damn.
I tried to delete it every week.
I be seeing
At
that.
first, I almost broke up with her because I thought it was her typing it
She
on
be in the
there.
YouTube comments.
Oh, I
Tough.
gotta look. I gotta ask. who
Yeah, I
this is.
keep deleting them.
Oh.
But they up there the first 2 days, like, who is this? And why they be making stuff up, making my relationship sound dope.
It sound perfect too.
Well, it is perfect without them in it. But once somebody get in it, it's gonna be.
I was like,
They
I
said
didn't
I
know.
got funnier since I started dating this girl. I was like, what? You don't know me?
It ain't nothing serious though, right? Craig,
Yeah,
did
that's
you-
my girl.
Oh, you got a girl.
Yeah.
Okay.
I ain't never met her though.
Damn.
Well,
Yeah.
I didn't even know about it until the
we be in
comments.
house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We be in the house. It'd be in the comments all the time. Like, how do y'all get all this information?
I didn't know Craig had a girl. I saw in the comments.
Craig, y'all live together, Craig?
No,
Oh.
but they said we lived together. They said I proposed. They said a lot of stuff. I was like, hold
The
on,
hell?
I ain't do none of that.
I gotta. Yeah, you on it quick, man. Cause I ain't seen none of this shit.
No, yeah, I get on there early, like delete. This lady crazy.
People want to know who is it? Who is your
I
girl?
ain't seen none of that shit.
Yeah,
You ain't
I
gotta put
deleted
that
it
out
from
there.
all those.
I forgot the girl's handle, but yeah, she been there weekly talking about.
Every week. I just, you know what? Let me. I ain't even gonna say her name.
Oh,
actually,
Nah.
I forgot to tell you, I got a new Disneyland hookup.
Yeah,
Yeah, and she's amazing, and I love her. She's
All the
Yeah.
right
Shout
answer.
great. Shout out to her, man.
the other
She's-
one, I don't know,
she's
but this one,
beautiful.
yeah.
And I said, man, I'm supposed to go to Disneyland for
This
free,
is meant.
man.
It's meant to be.
Yeah.
Wait, did you meet her through the other connect?
No, this
This
was
you ain't hoeing right.
No.
You got to meet her through the connect.
that one lives in Florida.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have the Disney World Connect. Now you have
Had
the
the Disney-
Disneyland.
Well, I can get anywhere
Okay.
with this connect.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I agree with what you said. I feel like at this point you're just destined to go for free.
I'm destined to go for
it
free.
just keeps happening.
Yeah, man.
Wait,
And
You-
she was
you-
trying to stop me.
How many plus ones you got?
Huh?
How many plus ones you got? I ain't got no kids, so I ain't.
You know,
going.
I get
But I'm
four.
saying
I get
Keon.
four.
What are you doing for this?
4. I'm not doing anything. being a nice, genuine guy.
How many scrubs you have to give up?
Y'all not about to get this Disneyland trip canceled. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh, we did
She's an amazing person.
Hey,
actually, Chaz.
Hey, wait a second. I don't make Chris say anything in here that he didn't want to say. It's not how the show works.
What they say? Oh no, I already know when Chaz be pulling me in. I say it because I want to.
What do I
don't
do?
mind.
Giving doctors
No, you're a good interviewer. Like you be dragging it out. You're like, yeah, what else you got?
Yes.
And people don't be real. I realize it, and I was like, I
told my daughter it was your fault.
I had that precious angel mad at me.
Chaz, I still got the episode saved, and I watch it. I'll be looking at it, man.
All
Chaz
I
asked
asked
me these.
was
What did you ask me?
I just asked if you found her attractive or something like that, wasn't it?
You said that you smashed.
Yeah.
Did you find her attractive?
Mhm.
And you kept saying it, and then I forgot where I.
He said, "What degree of ugly is she?" You're like, no,
You
it's a
just
one.
told
This is
the
No,
truth.
this is what's fucked up. This was fucked up in any of these settings where we're podcasting with. I don't care what podcast you're on. The problem is you get comfortable because you're with your friends and you just start saying shit, forgetting people can see you. That's what ends up happening. It's like we all be like, and then you got to like, oh no, wait, let me walk this back.
Yeah, well, can we set the timestamp on that?
Can we cut it? I've done so many now where I'm always conscious of it. Anytime I'm about to go there, I'm like, I'll tell y'all off. Like I catch myself.
Yeah.
But
early on when I first, I'll just say anything and I'm like, oh, motherfuckers can see this. But you're just talking with your boys. You
I
forget.
know.
Well, that's
Like,
why I throw the disclaimer on that I'm toxic.
yeah.
See,
Then
know what you
gonna
signed
say?
up for.
Yeah, I'm toxic.
yeah. So when you say shit, oh well, he's toxic.
He's toxic.
Yeah.
And I'm the nice, likable guy.
It's funny.
You
in
should
that
say
way,
you're
man.
toxic.
Yeah, you gotta stop
Then you'll
doing
be
that
nice
shit.
and
Toxic.
likable. Then you'll be nice and likable on their own terms. Because
Yeah.
I'm nice and likable. But I'm
And
But
women gonna make you whatever they want you to be in their head anyway. So you might as well go honest. Like when I was out there, I was very honest. Cause I'm like, this is what it is. And in their head, no, but he's so nice. I told you.
Right.
I do be
I
telling
ain't shit.
them.
See, I told you.
I told you this. And you ignored it. That's the decision you
I
made.
gotta start telling them.
Just tell them the
I
truth,
just let
man.
them find out on their own.
Nah, tell them. Don't surprise them. Tell them the truth.
Tell
Plus,
them
women
the
don't like their decisions being taken away.
And you'll be surprised how many women are
They're
down.
so down. Especially in our age group.
Yeah, if I was in a
I
relationship,
can tell you how many.
You gotta think too, bro. Just like we're coming into different people, women are coming to different. They get to 45, 50.
Oh, yeah, they don't care. They
They're
don't
like, hey
care.
man, listen. I'm just trying to do this, and this.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
That's true.
Like I think sometimes we hold on to our 20s
yeah.
and how we had to maneuver certain ways. Once you get later 30 and stuff, they be like, nigga, what is it? Like,
Yeah.
I
I do ask them what
care,
you
bro.
want. You want something serious? It's
Nah.
not for me.
No, I'm
Alright,
quick to
bet.
send out. I got 15 minutes of dick. What's up?
What's good?
15
meat.
minutes of meat.
Meat.
Of meat. And
What's
they'll
up?
be like, you know
Craig
what?
meat.
I got 15
Craig
minutes on my break.
And I'd be like, you
Right.
10 I always say you 10 minutes late.
Like, man.
You 10 minutes late.
It's we at an age in a world where it's just things you can honestly be just truthful, and the
Yeah.
vast majority would be like, I'm okay with that.
You
Yes.
just can't be truthful to the one you love.
Dang, Craig. That's
As far as a toxic man speaking.
Yeah, talk, I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm
not speaking for
truthful.
everyone. I'm
You gotta
speaking
be-
for the
you
for the
toxic.
toxic man.
You got to
For the
be
toxic.
honest early though,
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
people
yeah.
will play that game and they'll do this thing where they're supposed to say the right stuff and do the right stuff, and then when it's time to be honest,
What was the most honest you've been, Chaz?
I'm pretty honest, bro. You know me, I'm pretty honest. I pretty much say
I gotta
what's on my
work on it.
mind, and I just know how to say things. You know, people get emotional when they say things.
So it's not what you say, it's how you say it.
Okay,
A lot
tell
of
me
the
how to
time-
say this.
Mhm.
I like fucking
Bitch!
other bitches. But we cool.
I would say something
Ooh.
like, here would be how I would say it. I'd be like, hey, I'm at a place where
I knew you were gonna start with that.
I'm
I
at a
knew you were gonna
place-
start with that.
I'm at a
Smart.
place where I need to explore some other options. I'm having these feelings and needs, and I'm wondering what else is out there. But I want to include you. I want it to be a journey we take together. I want it to be something we can explore together and talk about. I would make sure that person feels included, that they're the first priority. I would do that. I'm not just out here trying to fuck these bitches. I'm trying to fuck these bitches with you. You know
But what if you
saying?
don't want them to be there?
Well, then I would say, okay. But right now I'm having a
I would
hard.
want them to be
Alexa, play Donnell Jones. play where I want to be, and
it's just a lot of lust inside me.
and then just let it ride.
I got to
let it
learn to
ride.
communicate.
And
obviously.
stop.
He needs to learn how to communicate.
But people just don't think. They just usually people talk off of emotion.
Yeah, they just react.
And then the quieter you are for the longer, and you let all that shit run out, the good thoughts come in, and then you go, "Oh, this is a good thing to say." This.
Sometimes you just need to take a If Gotti pissed me off, I'll go get gas, put gas in the car, and by the time I come back, so much clarity, thought.
I'll be laughing after something be tense, and I'll be like,
I'm like, I told her recently. I said we communicate better when we don't respond right away, and I feel like we if you fuck with somebody heavy, whether it's your friends, relationship, whatever. If you fuck with them, give them the grace. Like where whatever they're saying probably isn't said out of malice or mean. Like let it, and even give them the grace to try to walk something back. Like, you know what? I didn't mean it like that. I meant like allow your friends and loved ones the space to fix what they want to say. You know what I mean? Like we react, be like, but you said this. Now, Nick, if I fuck with you, you know I didn't mean it that way. I said it, but it was a.
I got no reason trying to hurt your feelings.
Yeah, I have no reason to try to hurt you. So I tell her when we give each other the grace that it's probably coming from a good place, we communicate very well. And so sometimes she was like, sometimes you'll just walk out. I'm like, because I don't want to react in a way that I can't come back from or whatever. You know what I mean? I was like, plus to be somebody like me who is most of the time calm, that means I'm thinking I don't want to let something else out. I don't want to be that nigga.
Right.
Because if I go there, see, it's not a good place. I was like, even whether it's my words or violent, I don't want to go there.
Yeah, I got to pull back.
I don't
want to. Bitch, you crazy?
Yeah, or just if you said something that was an asshole thing, I can say something that'll cut you so we won't recover.
Well, that's also
And so,
professionally.
Yeah, so I'm like, I'm not.
You'll never outdo me.
Yeah, so I'm like, let me just.
But you. It's also with with great responsibility. With great power,
great
Spider-Man.
responsibility. And so I told her, I said, I know me.
Right.
So I'm sparing people from the other side of me.
I
think on it. Let me chill.
See, the problem is, I
don't mean it. That's the thing too. If I let that person out, that's temporary. I don't even mean that.
You know what's so wild? As much as I think and am toxic, my boys aren't like that at all. I make sure they're not like that.
They don't be like dad.
Exactly. I'm like, no. One of them's venturing out towards me, and I'm like, bro, get back on that other side of the fence. You ain't ready for this life. Let's not do that.
There's a
get out of here, Dewey. Stop playing. You don't want no part of this shit. But Dad, it looks fun.
You just gotta have some empathy and sympathy. It's like
what's so weird too is I can give them the talk, but I can't give myself the talk.
Yeah.
It's too late for me.
That's pretty much most dads.
I'm the last dude with one bullet.
You guys go ahead. I'll hold him off as long as I can.
That's most dads though. They do as I say, not as I do.
Right.
Like they're trying to make you a better version of themselves. So my dad had all kind of talks with me like that. Nigga, don't do it because I know what it's like, blah, blah, blah. And then I'm a little better than he is. And I hope my kids are better than I am. Like,
do you know who your thought son's going to be?
Huh?
You kind of know.
Kind of, because the nigga confidence is just too much, bro.
That's the youngest one.
Yeah,
you got to talk them down.
Cause like they be talking, they throw jabs at each other, but the world is already, we get told who we are pretty early in life. Like this shit don't happen late; it happens early.
Yeah.
So they be talking shit to each other, but they both know what the world's already told them. So when the line gets crossed, they be like, "Nah, bro." Like So he was like, "Oh, I'm Keelan, like I'm better than you at this," and blah blah. And Kendrick's like, "Yeah, you are." He's like, "And I'm handsome. I'm cuter than you." He's like, "Hold on, man." He said, "I can't." This is the exact word. He said,
"Hold on, man."
He said, "I can't go with you on that." And he said, "I mean, I'm a lot of things, but I know I'm cute." Like, so that can't be undone. Like the world, everybody who sees him all the time, oh my God, he goes to school. You're so cute.
Yeah.
Adults, he's so handsome.
He's like, I know.
So he's at a point now where you can say whatever you want. He's short. He's blah blah. But if you try to call that,
but I know
ugly,
one thing.
But hey, let me tell you something. I know for a fact. I'm a handsome kid.
Handsome.
And then Keelan feels the same, but he's so sweet. Like that he'd be like, thank you.
That's the humble.
He's so nice. He's so
He gonna
nice.
get old.
But Kendrick is Kendrick's like, you're damn right.
Whenever you do this,
you're damn right.
Thank you.
I know I'm the
Thank
shit.
you.
You're so smart.
Thank you. I'll be clapping those cheeks later on. Appreciate it.
Keelan's very thank you so much. But also internally very confident. Also but Kendrick's just out with his shit. He's just like, nigga, and
that's funny.
And what you gonna do? So he'll be. Keelan's gonna be just the better Keelan's a good person. Like Keelan, I say this all the time. I don't deserve that kid. Like he is just a good ass person. He is gonna do something in life that helps he's just him. You know what I mean? He's just special. Kendrick's special, and he's just got it. He's hella smart. Good looking. He just has all the shit.
Yeah.
And that's why he's like that, because he just has all the shit. So he's in the robotics program at school. He's in the spelling bee. They're trying to get him the magnet program. So he's already smart and he's good and he's athletic. He's just the nigga just good at everything.
Just got everything.
He just got everything. Shit. So except he's short. That's the only thing. So if he grow, it's gonna be a fucking problem. If he gets to 6 feet,
nigga,
if he ends up 5'8", he'll be fine. But if he 5'11", 6, nigga, no, I'm saying
I feel like this is what God was like. Nigga,
the shortness
is
5'9".
No, he needs to be.
Chaz 5'9".
He needs to be 5. He needs to be 5'7", 5'8", because that's gonna keep him humble.
Yep.
Yeah.
See, I don't be the only one saying stuff.
Well, it's
I do this shoot every week.
Once he said,
I catch all
once
this.
he said he wore 44-30, we all kind of just was like, all right,
40-30.
40-30.
30 in scene 40.
See, that's
wait, what did Steve say? What did you say that day? Damn, what did you say?
I forgot what it was. He said something that was hilarious.
About you outgrowing your clothes.
Yeah. He said, yo, you outgrow your clothes.
It hits me the same every time too.
Yeah.
Pause. I'm like 40-30. It was 40 inches long, 30 around the waist.
Which way?
Like, nah.
I didn't when Chaz first said it. I didn't know they made them.
I didn't know they made them until I got to that size. I said, please, guys.
Wowzers.
You guys have 40-30?
You said wowzers. They make.
Does anybody have these?
That
we do for the 6.
Was that in sweats or jeans?
Sweats don't have lengths. You just buy.
Well, it depends on how big you are.
After a certain size, you stop wearing jeans.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. When you get that big, yeah.
You just
Chaz
That's
there.
why you wear sweats.
I didn't say Chaz. I didn't say Chaz.
You said after a certain size.
Well, he does have on sweats.
We did not do it.
Today I have on sweats.
Can we cut one in? I completely forgot.
I didn't even acknowledge that.
I mean, today's a sweat
I started
day.
wearing jeans on purpose because I was like, man, I'm getting too comfortable in these sweats. These shits is lovely every day.
Yeah. I'm not mad at you, Chaz. Sweats are comfortable. Like
I just be on the go, bro. I'm like, here's a little thing. We put this in.
Look for a belt.
I'm out of here.
Yeah.
I only wear jeans on stage, or like if I'm at an event. If I'm not going to do
what
something,
you wear? Sweats?
Hoop
He
shorts
wears
and sweats,
linen.
bro.
Huh?
Keon looked like a linen wearing nigga with the top 3 buttons unbuttoned.
Oh no, not like Bahamas.
Oh, you had a day. I'm just saying it. Like at 7-Eleven.
like a Tom Jordan cruise, like
just
that?
every day.
Every day.
7-Eleven. Let me get a Slurpee.
Linen and Jordan.
I'm in hoop shorts or sweats.
Yeah.
Vast majority of the time, unless I have to do something, and then I get dressed.
We grew up in that hoop era where it was like you always had shorts underneath your shit. It was like shorts was pajamas.
And you gotta understand that too, Sneed. Like my whole life, you don't.
He was an athlete, though.
That was your uniform.
That's your
like
uniform,
you wear
yeah.
sweats. You wear that's just what we wore. They give it to you to wear every day. Yeah. So it's like
you got the zip up.
Yeah. So I did that for my whole life. So I was like, why would I get dressed?
I gave my kids the talk.
Yeah.
I was like, if y'all playing sports, y'all just gonna wear sweats, flip flops.
Yeah.
The sweats is gonna be too short because you tall.
Yeah.
Socks, flip flops, and the t-shirt, and maybe a hoodie with a
get
collar.
all this shit
That's
messy.
it.
It's all gonna get sweaty.
And it was free, so it's like, why would I buy clothes?
Exactly.
When you get this shit.
Yeah.
And you
for
got to
free.
be at school at 6 a.m. So
Yeah,
you
I'm not
sweat in
getting
the
dressed.
morning. You ain't
Yeah.
gonna shower.
And it was kind of a thing
That's
too
true.
where they telling you to wear it so everybody knows you're because now your teachers know. Oh, let me give him a little.
That's probably why I
break,
stay in
little-
scrubs and Crocs.
That's your uniform.
Yeah.
That's what you used to wear, and that's what's comfortable. That's
Scrubs
what-
on sale. I need urgent care. It's right there on the pocket. I got one. That's Craig's.
Yeah.
But once I make some more.
Getting dressed is like. Plus, it feels to me it's when you're not dressed all the time. When you actually have to get dressed, it
Don't
like
it feel? Yeah.
it feels good.
It's
Like you're like, all right,
I
I'm
look
gonna put this shit on today.
Yeah.
Like, but most of the time, I'm like, nah, nigga, I'm chilling, bro.
Yeah.
And I be running around. Like I'm not finna get dressed when I'm running my kids to sports and. But I'm not gonna do that in clothes.
No.
Like, and we in baseball field, it's dusty and dirty, and like I'm rolling. And then eventually, can you play? Can you jump in? Like,
you're an athletic.
Yeah, I'm like, nigga,
we need one. We need one.
Yeah. Can you run this?
All right.
Yeah. I'm not finna sit up here dressed when I know I'm about to jump into whatever activity they doing, and you know, like when I drop them off at MMA, I'll be over in the cage stretching, shadow boxing. Cause I'm like, I'm not finna.
Man, they do MMA.
I just realized I did a good job with my boys because my oldest son's like, yeah, you know what? Because I was thinking about moving to North Carolina or to Panama or something, get a house out there, start my retirement shit. He was like, you can't. I'm going to get married and have a kid, and you're going to take my kid to do everything you took me to do. And I was like, oh, you was paying attention. Okay. He's like, you're going to be at every practice. I was like, first of all, I'm your daddy.
Right. You're going to be
be like, oh, man, they acknowledge
what he remembers.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Ain't nothing like, because you get to see it. I didn't have my dad on the side when I was out hooping.
Yeah.
Everybody else is like, this nigga had 2 and his parents is going crazy. Nigga had 30.
Right.
And my dad ain't nowhere. My mom ain't nowhere. But for them, they were like, oh, dad's always.
Yeah. Because you overcorrected. That's what my dad did. He overcorrected. Because
but you do it too. Usually it gets lost.
I'm just doing it because it's just what we do, you know, now. But my dad did it because it wasn't done for him. So he was overly like affectionate, overly. Oh yeah, because it wasn't enough. So he was like, he would, you know, hugs could be like, get off, bro. But he was like, it wasn't. I never got that.
Chaz got his leotards. He gonna go flipping with Izzy.
Yep.
Your dad was in your life, Chaz?
But where me and Chaz are at, we're doing it because it's what we saw. Our dad did it because they didn't get it.
Right.
We're getting it because, this is how it's supposed to be.
Right.
Yeah, and I have grandpa, but he was like, nigga, I take care of 10 kids. I got time to go.
He kid out already.
I do it on the flip. I do it because I remember what it felt like.
Yeah.
To have somebody there and to be involved. And I know how much my kids look up to me and want to be like, you know what I mean? So that's why I'm there.
It's a huge difference.
Yeah. And so I'm like, I get it. And who else is going, you know, I'm there because who else is going to mold them? Like I am the first example of what I'm trying to make you this and a way better version of this. So why wouldn't I be there? Why wouldn't I? Because I need to see what's going on so I can correct this or fix this or validate this or, you know, like, because I'm not going to let the world do it. I'm not going to let the world fuck you up.
It's a tough one when the world
Yeah, like I'm not, no. You're going to be loved on. You're going to be.
They come home saying new stuff. I'll be like, where'd you
Yeah.
get this from? Where'd you hear this?
I need them to have the structure and stuff when they go out.
Yeah.
And that's something that, you know, me and Kadi, she didn't understand. I think she understands now because she was like, you know, every little thing isn't a lesson. I'm like, yes, it is. I'm not. You're dealing with kids where they're at now.
Yeah, it all matters.
I'm raising men that are going to be. So everything they do, I'm doing this for their life. I don't give a fuck about what happened at school. I don't give a shit. The lesson here is what we're, because that lesson is going to apply to their relationships
forever.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about what he's doing. He's in 2nd grade. I know. And I'm not talking about this. I'm talking about what he's gonna be, what he's gonna deal with, other adversities, other things. That's why I'm doing this.
And I look at Chaz. He's a much better girl dad than I was. I was always there, but he actually participates. And I took interest, but like I said, I know certain things.
Yeah.
If I don't know it, I was kind of like, I'll be there.
Yeah.
But he takes interest and does, which I'm like, kudos.
I appreciate you, dog. It is not easy learning ballet. It's not easy learning gymnastics, you know. I'll be trying to help her on her little flips and routines, shit like that. But she loves. But you know what, man? My thing is also like, I'm also trying to raise a dog. You know what I mean? I want her to be a beast. I want her to be, you know, this is what sucks because of sports. All of my mode of sports is violent. Okay. There was no good game. It was like I got to kill you. Yeah. I got to murder you. And I only know
played one-on-one sports.
Yeah, I only know. Well, football was a team,
just
but it was a lot of one-on-one. Yeah. You know what I mean? And wrestling was very like I got to murder you. You know, so I don't know. I don't know this lane of like, hey, good game, guys. And after we played, like you had to shake hands. I ain't want to shake you. I just murdered you, nigga. Yeah. Or you beat me, and I want to kill you.
I just see Izzy choking someone out and spitting on him.
So you don't know team player, being a team player.
Yeah, I mean, I played team sports, right? Because like, let's say in football, for example, I was a nose tackle on the line. It's immediate contact. I don't have to do a lot of other responsibilities,
right?
But you also know I can't get on a one-on-one skirmish with him because if I get a flag, which happens, you know, I get taunting, something like that. That's stuff of you being a selfish play. And it's like, hey, nigga, there's a bigger thing happening, right? But yet, I got to beat my guy.
Right.
Pretty much it's one-on-one. I got to beat my guy. I just don't pass. I don't pass the ball to nobody.
Right. It's one-on-one.
Baseball's kind of the same. This is you in the pitcher, and I pass the, like, it's not a real thing where I'm like, you know, we gotta, hey guys, run this set play. You know what I mean?
Right.
Especially on that defensive side.
Right.
Like, it wasn't like that in football. So, but also, man, I only know murder mode. That's it. So with her, man, I'm really big on
gymnastics
like,
ain't that sport.
But also, it's like, yeah, if you don't have somebody to compete with, you still have to kill them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's still a kill mentality. You bitches can go get 9s. I'm getting 10s on you hoes, and I should have had more. You know what I mean? But that's always my thing. It's like you got to be able to push yourself, and I don't have a lot of patience. We talked about this before. I don't have a lot of patience for it's like soft shit.
Oh, okay.
Like you got to be tough. Like
And that's how you raise your daughter.
Yeah, nigga. It's like she'll say something or whatever, and I'm like, feel that. That's great, but we gotta move on. You got 5 seconds to feel that shit. We gotta move on. You still gotta go. You still gotta move forward, bro. Like, we don't have time. I told her we don't fuck with losers.
Oh, man.
We be singing "We Are the Champions" all the time. That's our shit. We are the champions. No time for losers. That's life.
How old is she? 5, right?
Yeah. Yo, she's 6.
6.
Yeah.
Damn.
But when we play "We Are the
real.
Champions," I go, no time for losers. And I go, a loser is somebody who's not getting the best out themselves. That's what a fucking loser is. And then I'm like, we're not doing that.
At least you
shit.
explain loser though. It's not somebody who lost.
It's someone who gave up.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody who's who knows they can push themselves, but not underachieving to
Like
themselves.
at least he went into
There's a
detail about what a
definition
loser
of
is.
what I
Yeah,
think a
yeah,
loser
yeah.
is.
Like, you know,
That's
kids would be
important.
like, I lost, I'm a loser.
No.
If you gave everything you had and somebody just beat you, you're not a loser.
For sure.
I also like asking, why did you lose? And explain it to me. If you understand why you lost and what you can do to make
We
it
can get
better,
better.
I could take that.
Right. Right.
But you know, whether she ever goes in sports or not, it applies to the work ethic. You know what I mean? It's the same thing where it's
Life
like
lessons.
it is. It's life lessons. It's very much my mode of attacking everything that I do. I go like, there's a one way to work.
Right.
It's not that I have to like, I got to kill these comedians. It's like, I know the level of work I have to do
Right.
to be even mentioned in the same name as some of these people and respected on stage. And you know what I mean?
And when you do that, you don't make as many excuses. You be like, I didn't get this. Why? Because I didn't A, B, and C.
Right.
Versus they didn't. You know what I mean? It's like, no, I could easily. I could have did this better, or I can do this work. I know I'm not doing everything I'm supposed to be doing. So that's I do the same thing with my kids.
Yeah.
They lose a game or something happens. I'm like, now why do you think that happened?
Yeah.
And if they start saying because somebody else, I'm like, I cut them off. No.
Yeah. Yeah.
What could you have done to change this outcome? So now their responses automatically are because I didn't A, B, and C. But I also do it on the good things. Why did that happen? Because the work I put in made exactly. Like, I think especially dads are. Some dads are too like hardcore all the time. As much as I am on that end, I'm on this end with the praise and the love too.
Yeah.
Like if you killing, I'm gonna be your biggest
As you
fucking
should.
fan. Like I will blow your head up.
Yeah.
But if you fuck up, I'm gonna be there. Like I feel like a lot of dads is always what you didn't, trying to raise tough men, not realizing, hey man, the validation shit matters. You gotta have a balance. It can't be all just it's like, bruh, like now he's overthinking. He's hard on himself or herself. It's like you got to have the balance of great jobs and stuff like that. So I'm real big on the even when I say something that might be a thing, like like I said, Keelan's real sensitive, and so he was texting me when I was on the ships and stuff. He was like, "Oh, I miss you." He's like, "I almost cried." I was like, "Nigga, you always crying." Like I didn't say nigga, but I was like, I was like, "Bro, you always crying" as a joke. And then I thought about it. I was like, "Oh, I wonder how he took that." So when I got home, I said, "Hey, when I said you're always crying, I was just saying like that's." He's like, "Yeah, you're just saying I cry." I was like, I wasn't talking about you or making a joke about you. And I just wanted to be clear. And he was like, no. Like, I know. He was like, I do. I cry all the time. So I was like, okay.
Okay.
I was like, all right, got it. I didn't want him to think I was making fun of him. And then now he never cries again.
Right.
Now he's, all right, well, then Dad said I can't. I'm like, no.
I'm
just
He starts
acknowledging.
crying, it goes back up in
I was like, I'm just acknowledging, bro, you are an emotional kid. He was like, yeah. I was like, all right, cool. I didn't want one of those that shove it down. Like, I want you to have an aneurysm at 40 because you're.
It's okay to cry. I told my daughter the other day. My daughter's very sensitive, and she cries all the time over everything.
He cries. He happy tears. He's just a crier.
Yeah,
Nigga, he just be crying.
Yeah, my daughter.
And I'm like, all right.
I be trying to get it out of Izzy. I was like, hey man, you're gonna be crying over everything. Is this cry worthy? We're not doing this.
I'm like,
Is
go
this your
ahead.
youngest daughter or
My only daughter.
Only
too.
daughter?
Yeah,
You got
the
the boy.
8-year-old. Yeah, my son's like 24 and 19.
Did
Yeah.
they ever hit you up for a trip? Like my son hit me and was like, "Hey, we got to take a trip, Dad." I was like, "Okay, where?" He's like, "Brazil or Colombia." Oh, I was like, "Hey, whoa, you gotta slow
He
down."
trying to do one last run or something.
How old is he? The one that hit you?
21.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
he just want to party one time.
I'm
Would you
like,
party with your son?
No,
Mm.
that's always been the rule. I won't. You can go hang his godfather. He can go party with Damien.
Okay.
Go ahead, but
Yeah.
I can't. I
Oh, but
can't
it's still somebody you trust though.
Yeah, I can't.
Because
sit
people,
there.
some say they would because they'd rather their kids do shit with them where they're monitored
Mm-hmm.
versus out with their friends when they're not monitored. So that's some people's things. Like I hang out with my kids because, all right, if we're gonna do it, I'm looking out for you still.
Mhm.
Whereas your friends might be not looking out or just as stupid. And
Yeah.
don't
I
have
just don't
the-
want to go as extreme. I don't want to say this is okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
No, we're not going to Brazil.
yeah.
No, we're
Right.
not going to Colombia. When you get to a certain point in life and you feel like that's where you want to go, cool. But
Yeah.
Dad ain't taking you.
Yeah,
there.
you don't want to be the
take-
end.
yeah,
Take them to
yeah,
That's
London.
saying go ahead.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
not that. I know fathers like that. They
Mhm.
they
Take my son to
smashing
the
chicks
strip
with
club
it.
at 15. It's like, nigga, that's weird.
There
Yeah.
are dudes who smashed women with their children.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, it just came up on the web. I think that went viral too. About I used to date a girl and I passed over to one of my uncles.
Oh, it was
Oh,
you.
yeah,
That was me.
I thought it was Damien.
No, I had all the bitches.
Yeah, I thought it was Damien.
But
It
was that true?
you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's somebody that was cool, but I didn't have the same interest, and I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, go on.
"Damn, you keep staring at her. You like her? Hey,
Yeah. I just assumed it was
she like
Damien.
you too.
But you had already smashed. You
Yeah.
had been. Oh, and just passed
Oh,
along.
for sure.
Yeah.
Gave him little hints and
It was very generous.
tutorials. Gave him a little playbook. So what you want to do is
That interview was good.
It was
It caught me off
That
guard.
great.
My
interview.
phone
And I want
was
to see Bobby
blowing
Brown's
up.
too. The clips I've been seeing for Bobby Brown's
Cool.
look good. But his was real good.
Do you wish he would have shouted you out? Shout out to Craig for the alley oop.
No, because it makes it seem like I liked the girl more than what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was just somebody I was smashing,
Yeah.
and he was going through a divorce, and was
Yeah.
like, "Hey, who's that?"
Craig was
Yeah.
almost like, you need this.
Right.
Here you
You
go.
need this in your life.
Here you go.
So on page 4, you want to.
The handbook.
It caught me off guard when I heard it, and I was like, "Oh, he said it. I gotta say."
It was a
something
couple
now."
things he said in the interview that made me text Damon.
Oh,
Because
he
I was
lied
like,
about kissing Marlon.
well, not that, but
he
the
was
other
trying to
stuff.
make it a joke.
Yeah. It was some other stuff, and I was like, wait, I didn't know. And then Damon was
So
like,
with
yeah.
the kissing Marlon. So when we used to get in trouble, my grandma would be like, "All right, y'all keep it up and make you kiss in the mouth."
Oh.
It wasn't no
Yeah.
tonguing it up and all that.
Right.
It was just,
Okay.
if you keep it up and make you kiss in the
Kiss
mouth.
in the mouth.
Yeah.
Okay, that was to get
Which
you to
was the-
get it
yeah.
together.
Get it together.
Who'd you have
Okay.
to kiss in the mouth, Craig?
Nobody.
Yeah.
I took spankings.
Oh,
I'll take the
I took spanking.
Whoop me.
It was a good ass interview though.
I'll take the beating.
You know what's crazy? The part for me in the interview that I saw when he was like, he's talking about he don't have friends.
Mhm.
He was like, my friends are my family's friends.
Mm.
And it took me back to when I first met him. And when I first met him, I was hosting for him at Cobb's. But Yusef and what's Damon's sister?
Cara?
Cara was there.
Mm-hmm.
So when they walked in, they were like,
no, it's Kyla and Yusef, if it was Yusef.
no, but not the one
Not
he was with.
relationship?
No,
Okay, it was
no.
Cara.
Yeah. So she just the two babies.
Mhm.
Yeah. So she walked in, Yusef walked in, and they were like, "What's up?" already. So Damon walked in after her, looked over the scene, and was like, "Oh, if they know him, we straight." So he was nice to me immediately, and I always think about like, if they weren't there, how would he have treated me?
He would just went to the room and didn't say
Yeah.
nothing.
He said, and he told me, he's like, if this was years ago, you wouldn't even be allowed in my green room.
That's true.
He was like,
too.
I'm a different, but he was like, the family was like, oh yeah, okay, then we straight. And I was like, oh, I'm glad they was there.
Man, that green room is something you got to protect. though.
Oh,
Because somebody, where was we? We were somewhere, and someone came in, and mom was about to go up, and they talked about how their wife had cancer, and the kid died, and something, and they was like, "All right, have a good show."
yeah.
It was
Damn.
like,
Yeah.
I guess, yeah, nigga.
It was a comedian?
He was like, make sure nobody else coming back.
Yeah. People don't
Damn.
understand the green room.
I plan on being a dick.
I don't, but I I'm gonna hire a person to be the dick.
Just be a dick. Just be like, hey, I
We
don't
have
want to
fun
do
in the
that.
green room usually. With us,
yeah,
with me and
yeah.
DC and Marlon, we have fun.
Right.
Yeah, no,
But it's our little private
right.
area.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Until we let everybody back.
Like I'm doing so when I shoot the special, Gary's coming with me to for that whole week. He's gonna open, but also punches, all that other stuff. So I had hella people hit me all the time to do. Can I do a guest spot or I'm gonna pull up, not realizing certain people I don't mind. I'm gonna pull up fine. Other people I don't want you in there, and not because I don't like your vibe is not what I want right now. Before I'm about to go on
But
stage.
you can't have everybody in there though.
You can't.
No, you can't.
You can't. And so but I don't think certain people understand the vibe.
Yeah.
That like we're fine, but you're also kind of a weirdo.
Yeah.
Or you overshare, or there's things, and it's like
So what you call it?
Well, they forget you going to work.
Never mind.
You about to go to work.
no.
They forget that.
Nigga.
said,
like,
I know.
and if I'm doing a special, there's certain people I don't want in the green room because I this is a special. It's not regular set. I can do that in my sleep.
Yeah.
I'm doing a special. I need to be
lock in.
Lock
Yeah.
in. I need to be. So I don't want you stopping by.
Right.
Like I don't.
Yeah.
And that's what's making me laugh when Tony get on the podcast talking about the green room because I know what happened to make him say those things. So it's like, yeah, the green room, y'all come in with this nervous energy. A lot of comedians have nervous energy, and it's like, relax, bro. You can just sit down. You don't have to talk. You don't have to chime in to the story. You don't have to. You can just sit there. You can just chill.
Less is more.
Yeah, you don't have to, and you don't have to try to show out, and you don't have to, especially if I think, I can't even say you don't know, because I think some people think your friendship is different than what you view it. So, like, you think we boys, and it's like,
I always live with the motto,
man.
I'm a lot of people's best friends.
Yeah. And it's like, we cool. You have my, you have my number, but
I'm a lot of people's best friend.
that you didn't know. That you didn't. Oh, that's how
Until
you
they
view
tag
this?
me my best friend. Hello.
My thing is also
I ain't even about
I was
to
at your childbirth.
I ain't even about to repost this.
the good thing about stand-up is that you're on this borderline of fun and work all the time, right? Like, yes, it can be a party environment. Yes, it's a fun. I feel like when you're on stage, my job is to have a party. It's a good time, right? But the green, but I'm also at work. You know what I mean? So it's also like, hey, we clocked in.
Yeah.
Once we go to the club and we walk in, you are at work.
You at work.
And it's like you got to act accordingly at your job.
Yeah.
You're at your job now.
Yeah.
So then it's like there's a certain behavior that goes along with that. You know what I mean? But and it's loose because some people are stars and they get in their head. You know what I mean? So it gets like the egos and stuff like that. It's a loose thing with people. But I'm also like, man, if you're with me, it's clock in time, dog. Everybody has a job. Everybody has a task. You know,
I saw that with you
What?
on when you did the what's the stand up show we did?
Comedy Live?
Yeah, Comedy Live.
Yeah, dog. I be working.
Chaz is he's professional.
When I'm with Shantae, bro, it's the same. I go, man, I set up the cameras, I do the count. I go like, it's a job, dog. Like it's not just showing up to tell jokes. There's work to be done.
Yeah.
We go and we edit the footage, we go over the stuff, we tag, like
a lot of people don't understand that.
we work.
There's still a couple more hours after the show.
Yeah,
so
you ain't done.
We
Right.
still nah.
You do all
Y'all
the highs
done.
and the pictures and the cameras, you do all
we
that
still
good
got
shit.
Yeah.
You go still work to be done.
I
bro.
think that's a lot of that's advice for anybody who's going out with somebody. If you're opening for somebody, you have a job to do.
Be fucking
you're
useful.
You're not there to just hang out.
No.
I think a lot of people just want to be in the room. They just want to hang out. They want to be around the environment. They want to be around. But it's like, no, if we're
I
at
agree.
work, everybody has a task right now.
Right.
Your job is this. My job is this. That
Yeah.
person's job is. We're not here to just fucking hang out.
Right.
We can do that after the work is done.
Right.
Then we can hang out.
But it's why we vibe well because
Yeah.
I go like, I'm on a mission too. You know what I mean? I go like, I'm on a mission as well. So
I'm like
Like,
every
let's get
show,
this
I'm
work.
trying to make this shit better.
yeah.
On every side of it. From
Right.
how can we get the names out more? How can we sell more merch?
Right.
What other merch should we have? Even with the mic, even the way you said this joke, it's
Bro.
always
After I
something.
perform-
Something to make it better.
After I perform, I go and I sit on the stage
Yeah.
and I record the audience for Shantae. I ain't got no fucking ego about it. No one else is holding the camera. So I rock it. I got a good shot. I go grab the camera and I sit on stage and I record the audience. So I record her. And we got some dope ass footage. But And people are like, why you have the camera? Because no one else is doing it.
Yeah. And it's better.
I was taking pictures at the meet and greet.
Yeah.
And some people like, can I get one with you? I'm like, yeah, cool.
Yeah. That happens. Can I get a picture? Yeah, hold on real quick. Yeah,
and I think it's better. It's better to have whoever the boss is in whatever situation. It's better to have them tell you, "Oh no, you good," than have them look at you like, "What are you here for?" Like because I've had people on the road with me that will do stuff, and my friend, I'll be like, "No, hey bro, you ain't gotta do that." Like Chaz, no, I'll be like, "No, you're fine. Like I'll sell it myself. That's fine." You know what I mean? But it's better to have somebody talk you from overworking than they looking at you like you just here, nigga. Like what do you? Or you got real comfortable. You run over your time now.
Right.
You want to take all the pictures. You want to be the star. It's like you got comfortable.
Yeah,
you get a lot of that.
That's
A lot of
number
that.
one. It ain't gonna happen. We will cut the mic off.
Yeah.
I will be in the back with the.
Yeah. A lot of people get comfortable, bro. Like real comfortable.
Man, I've heard once I put out there who was hosting my show and who was featuring, you know how many hits I got. Why I'm not hosting? Why I'm not? Because you're gonna want to be the star of something I'm filming and putting up myself,
right?
And
nope.
Man,
I tell people all the time, there's a reason.
Can't do it.
Can I come? Nope. Gary coming. And that's it.
And there's a reason.
And that's it.
You got Gary Owens?
Gary Anderson, my boy.
Okay.
Comedian. I'm like, no, Gary coming. Oh, can I? Oh, no. Gary come. He coming.
You don't know nothing.
We have. First of all, I've known this nigga since we were 16.
Oh, there it is.
So, and then he knows.
He gonna tell you
the truth.
Yeah,
and he's funny.
He's fucking hilarious.
He's fucking funny.
Real pin game's amazing. And that's my dog. And even when it comes to the fun time or when we're good, I ain't got to worry about you fucking telling everybody shit.
Right.
Or,
at a certain point, it's so hard to find someone that will tell you the truth.
Yeah.
Because they're like, I can get fired. I do this. It's hard to do.
Damn.
Nah.
He called me out last week. He said, "You doing everything you're supposed to be doing?" I said, no. All right. Nigga, no.
He said,
no. He was. I could tell he was gearing up, waiting for an excuse. So you telling me you doing everything? No, I'm not. I'm not.
We'll do it then.
Yeah. So all right then, nigga. Like, all right. I need that. I don't want no fucking. No, you're doing great. I'm like, and then no.
Well, you could be doing great and not doing enough.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, you're doing great, but this has to be done. This has to be done. There's just a lot. There's a lot to this business, and it's constant, and it never ends. And it's always, man. I remember I was talking to Sinbad, man. One of the greatest conversations I've ever had in my life, man. And this dude was talking about. He was like, "Yeah, man, you guys are lucky. You guys have email lists, social media, and shit." And I was like, "Yeah, it's basic." He was like, I had to have postcards. I had to go get everybody's address after the show. And then I had to mail it to them when I was coming. I had to go to the post office, big ass bag of postcards that took me when I'll be back. And I had to get an address list. You niggas are talking about emails and no one do that. He's like, I had to get addresses, fill them out, postcard, coming on this date. I never thought about that.
The road used to be you get there on Monday and work the week with promotions.
It makes sense.
Weekend.
Yeah.
Now people just show up on the day of.
He said he used to sleep on a Greyhound.
Do all the news networks, any TV broadcast they had, any radio broadcast, just so that your show on Friday would have some people there.
Yeah, dog. He said he was like, I would sleep in Greyhound stations and then catch the next one.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Even you think about submission, we could have just send a link. They was mailing VHS tapes and
or had to show up.
Yeah, bro.
I had to go just show up.
Like they was doing all this shit. We just sent a link real quick. And niggas won't do that.
I said people don't want to do that.
And people won't do that.
They won't even send a link.
They'd be like, "How are you always booked?" Because when I get a booker's information, I fucking follow up. Why would I want their information and not follow up?
Right.
Why would I want them? Okay, nice to meet you. What do we, where do we go from here? What do we? These niggas will have, all you got to do is send a link and they won't do that.
It's crazy work.
Can't do that. No, they're just not hitting me. Nigga, they don't give a, why would they hit you? For what?
They're not going to hit
For
you.
what?
I still
That's
communicate
crazy.
with every booker, and I'm not even doing stand-up, but on the road, those are who I kick it with while I'm at the venues. So they hit me, I hit them, and now I'm like, oh, damn, okay, if I want, I could book a tour.
You know about managing for real?
Do 15, 20. I thought about it. I was going to go work for a company, but then I like writing. And
You can do both.
entertaining more. No,
you got to be all in if you're gonna.
I got to be focused,
managing.
bro.
Yeah.
It's a focus. I think you can do both.
I can send people.
I think
out.
you'd be helpful. Yeah.
I can send people out.
Yeah.
Or if you go into a city and I'm an older person, I could be like, all right, it'll make it smoother and cooler. But
because I don't think you're at a point where you have to do the writing.
no, but so how I work is I'm gonna be all in
For sure.
So I'm not just sending people. I got to come out and see where we can make advancements.
I agree.
So if I have 10 people out on the road, like right now, I got approached to do a show for a company, but they want to put them out on 12 cities. And I'm like, I can't go out on 12 cities.
That's a lot of work.
Right now. And I can't just be like, all right, I'm going to give you 12 comics, go.
Yeah.
I want to be on top of it to make sure everything goes right.
Right.
That's something.
On top of writing, you still doing
Well, we're doing Scary 6 right now. But on top of that, me and Damien's back in the lab. We writing. We about to do another show.
Good.
But I would want to be hands-on. I don't like, I feel like I'm doing you a disservice if I just send you out.
Right.
Yeah, y'all gonna perform every night, but nothing's gonna get better. And the money needs to keep going. And how can we go from a 12 city to 50 cities? That's what I'm thinking about all the time.
Right. That makes sense.
Gregory Wayne.
Yes.
I don't like losing.
Gregory Wayne.
I will not lose.
Gregory Wayne.
Like you just, ladies and gentlemen, Craig Wayans, Mr. J.T. Matthews. Shit. All right, let's get out of here, man. Sneed, where you at?
This week I'm at the.
Well, this Wednesday?
Well, let's make
I'm at
sure
Flappers
everybody,
tomorrow.
if they can get tickets, go and check out Sneed when he shoots his special.
Yes.
Let's get on that line and get some of this merch. I better see some of y'all in some scrubs besides me.
Yes.
It's gonna be me in them for sure. I got some shoes to go with them.
Ooh,
I don't even know
Winnie
what
got the
color it
shoes.
is.
The scrubs is black scrubs.
Oh yeah, I'm
Yeah,
gonna get
and
some
look,
white
go with
Crocs.
Get some. Come on, man.
I'm in there.
Should I make some I need urgent care Crocs too?
I'd wear 'em.
Come on.
Well,
man.
you could. You know what you do? Get the
I'd
little
wear 'em.
things that you stick in the Crocs.
Oh, the
little
little
fidgets.
buttons
Yeah.
that go.
Chris Sneed buttons.
Yeah. Then they can put
I
them
don't
on
want
their.
none of that.
And now you
Then they
can
can put them on their own Crocs that they
Uh-huh.
wear at work.
There you go.
It's always easy to get $2 off them 40.
Ooh.
This is your new manager right here. This
Ooh.
So I'll be on the road with Chris Sneed.
Yes. We need urgent care.
We got 12 cities lined up. We need urgent care.
No, but get your tickets, man. Where I'm at Flappers tomorrow. But anyway, I'm not promoting that. I Need Urgent Care live comedy special taping going down June 26th at the Regent Theater. The tickets are on Ticketmaster
Where's
right
the
now.
Regent Theater? What city?
That is downtown Los Angeles. Plenty of parking. It's
Oh,
not
that's huge.
Yeah, plenty of parking.
Plenty of parking. The
Not
Regent
Skid Row. We
Theater
got
down-
I was going to say, because you just
LA.
lost me with your back.
and we
Parking is a.
yeah, that's why it's plenty of parking. Easy. The club is right here. The parking is right there.
Regent Theater. I'm trying to think what the hell that's at.
June 26th, right?
Yes.
Regent Theater, downtown LA.
Yes.
Get your goddamn urgent care apparel.
Yes.
And the buttons will be coming soon.
Coming
so you can
soon.
wear Chris Sneed on your shoes.
Yes. And promo code healthcare. Healthcare.
Chaz, where you at?
April 25th, which is Friday, I'm at the Flappers Comedy Club with Shantae Wayans. Then we're flying over to Charlotte, North Carolina, at Comedy Club of Ducksworth.
You
May
will
8th
see
through the
me there
10th.
with them.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Then May 29th through the 31st, I'm in D.C., Washington, D.C. at the Comedy Loft.
I love that.
And shit, we're in Chicago in June something. I forgot the date. I didn't write it down.
Right outside of Chicago.
Well, that's some time. We
got some
good
time.
right
We got some
there.
time.
Yeah.
We got some time.
Yeah.
We got.
All right,
got some
guys.
Oh, it's my bad. Lacroni and Chaz
Oh, yeah.
up every Tuesday morning. We're going live today at 2 p.m. For those. I
I'll
got to
be
hear
there.
more today.
Tahir.
Through.
Well, I gotta go
Tahir.
crash that.
No, I just said
I
that.
gotta come.
Come crash.
I'm gonna hit y'all on.
Craig's
the
on a
little thing.
bender.
I am. I said it when I walked in.
A bender.
Is it bad when you know you doing wrong?
I think it's good that you know.
That's
Self-awareness.
amazing, Craig.
I think it's good
You
that you know.
know, because you're honest with yourself.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
It's all right, man.
Drunk Craig hasn't been in here for a long time.
Drunk Craig, I hate
I think that's
Drunk
what made
Craig.
Tony go because I was Drunk Craig. One
Hilarious.
I ain't went that bad one day in
Nah.
here. You haven't been bad in here.
Hold on, what's that on your glasses? That little
Fog.
Fogged up.
Oh,
Gets hot.
just right
Liquor's
here.
coming out my eyes.
Oh, the
in the glasses. Well, yeah,
tequila tears.
So April 27th, I'll be with my cousin Tia. When is this? Is this dropping? Okay. I'll be in San Diego mic drop with my cousin Tiara, featuring for her real quick. And then my shit starts. So May 2nd, I'm at Flappers. This Keon, Polly, and Friends will not be typical because this one, I'm not having a bunch of comedians. It might be like one guy before me, and because I got to run my hour for my special that will be in May 16th and 17th. So I'll be running my hour. So if you're in LA and you want to see the preview of what the special probably is going to be, you know, obviously I'm going to tweak some stuff, take some stuff out, whatever. Come to Flappers May 2nd. You get to see me run the whole hour, see what it's going to be about. And then Chicago, May 4th. Come out. I'll be at the Comedy Bar. May 4th in Chicago, and then May 10th, Detroit Comedy Bar in Detroit. Please come out. Please get your tickets.
They'll still be in the playoffs by then. So
it is
turn
soon,
up.
so please get your tickets because right now the ticket count is trash. And y'all, Chicago and Detroit, one of the cities that really was like, pull up, especially Chicago. Chicago was probably up my ass the most.
Detroit was screaming it too in the last.
Well,
couple of
DC
things.
pulled up though
No,
when
I
I
said
did
Detroit.
Oh yeah, so Detroit and Chicago, y'all niggas better be there. And then I'm at the LA Comedy Club in Vegas, the 12th through the 18th, but I'm shooting the special on the 16th and 17th. So if you want to come to the taping, that'll be on that Friday and that Saturday. But I'm in Vegas that whole week.
Wait, what week is it?
May 12th through the 18th. And the taping's on that Friday, that Saturday. And then May 29th through June 1st, I am at the House of Comedy in Vancouver, Canada.
Vancouver, eh?
Yeah, Vancouver. So please, I got a lot of May. I got a lot of stuff coming up in May. So please get your tickets to that stuff. Come out and then check out Wildly Inappropriate. Me, Gary Anderson, Keenan Baker. For those of you who do, Keenan said he's on the road with Tony. Yeah, people always coming up like, we love the podcast, we love Wildly, we be watching. So please share it too. Share it so we can expand it. People get out, things of that nature, and then that's it, Craig.
At Craig Wans on everything. I'll be coming to a city near you, handing out hoes. I guess that's what I do.
Handing out hoes.
At Craig Wans on everything. We out.